Warning. The views in this program are based on the opinions of hosts and guests. We are four friends who like to sit around and talk about a variety of topics. This show may be political in nature and may appear one-sided if no one of opposition joins in on the conversation. We try to find common ground on sometimes sensitive topics. So grab a beverage of your choice and let's have a conversation.
Why don't you go home and cry to your granny? Dolph, tie up the brat. Lisa, hold the book. Vincent, get the truck. And Keith, darn it, change your name, please. That's not scary, and I'm embarrassed to say it. Boris, try that. Keith, you know? Oh, watch out for Keith.
Boris Davidson.
Yes.
There you go.
It could be that, yeah.
It's about time Angela and Kenny are here.
Hey,
Now we are ready to rock and roll.
we are.
It's been so long.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes.
Happy
William and
Friday.
Eric are here too. Woo woo.
June, what is it?
24th.
24th today. Wow.
You're probably way off. You don't even know what state you're in.
California?
Oh,
Oh,
Not anymore.
who the hell knows?
You're not in Kansas anymore.
Not-
No, thank you.
That'll be next. That'll be a next trip.
You were in a red state. I did.
What?
So I love having an Ohio number
Oh boy.
What?
Why? What happened?
because I get always like 3 times a week. I get texts. Please help us. Today was the Roe versus Wade. I can't believe we need you to donate money so that we can turn our state back blue. And I said, I pray that Ohio turns red and stays red. We need to put God back into our schools, our homes, and our I don't remember what else I said.
Our community.
Our
Something like
community,
that.
our country, our schools, and our homes. And I said, and then we wouldn't have any issues. I'm like, God bless you. Have a good day. And they always text back and they're like, we'll remove you.
I was just gonna say delete.
And I'm like, you're welcome. Have a good day.
What are you drinking over there?
Me?
What are you
I-
not drinking over there?
Well,
Right.
Yeah, there's a few things.
So what is that?
which one? This one?
Well, let's start with let's
The big
start with
one?
your right.
So this is my lovely new cup that my future husband brought me back from California.
Nice.
Woo woo. It's
Ooh.
called Taps Brewery and Barrel Room. It's a cool cup, right?
Yeah.
And it has our OEB Kalamata Kraken that my lovely friends Andrea and
Arthur.
brought us back. I always want to call him Alexander, and I know it's not right. From when they went to OEB last week, so I've
Okay,
been saving
fantastic.
it. And then I have bourbon cream because it's about time.
Keith's got some Jameson over there.
Jameson, we got to try, and I'm drinking Tiki Time. We got like a year ago in California, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's so good.
About. So it's a Northern California brewery. Good stuff. It's a
Is that a wheat?
It's a wheat beer. Yeah, it's like
The
a
wheat
it's
fruity
like a
beer. It's yummy.
Hefeweizen almost. I mean, you can see the
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
is it like a wheat and grapefruit?
it's like a wheat, grapefruit,
Yeah.
orange,
Well,
passion.
that's
What
like
is it?
everything I
Passion
hate in
fruit?
beer.
It's like-
right.
Oh my god.
Passion fruit, orange, and guava.
That sounds healthy.
It's really
Oh,
yummy.
that sounds like everything I hate in beer. Oh my god.
Well, tonight I'm drinking
Thank
whatever
God
the hell
you're
you want to put in
not.
front of me.
Pretty much.
Yeah. drink-
Welcome to the week after
Keith,
California.
Keith is drinking everything that they can get his hands on.
What are you guys drinking?
I have just a Voodoo Ranger here.
An IPA, but
Love Voodoo Ranger.
Oh, this is the Voodoo Ranger Experimental IPA. So this is good stuff. This I really like. So Voodoo has got to be my favorite go-to beer, especially their IPAs.
I will believe you on that.
Voodoo's
It's
good.
all you.
What are you drinking, Wendy?
I just have a magic mic.
Magic
No, I
Mike.
take
Her
that.
magic
Magic
mic.
mic.
Ooh,
What?
I mean, it's a harder mic, so
Angela,
you know.
we saw those in California.
Mm.
She asked me if I really went and saw the show, and I was like, "What do you think I do with Keith during the 3 hours that I'm watching like the naked men dance?" And she was like, "Well, aren't there the women one?" I'm like, "Yeah, at the next casino over,
You mean in Vegas?
Vegas."
Not
That's what I meant.
California. California doesn't allow that
Not
stuff.
California doesn't allow hook. Well, they don't let you legally pay for your hookers.
Man,
They just put him in office.
Oh,
So it's been a busy
Ba-dum.
week.
it's been a hell of a week. It
It's
really
been a
has.
busy week in the news. Something happened today. I'm not exactly sure what.
Oh, we'll
Who
get to that.
knows?
We'll get to that. I'm sure. I'm sure that's going to be a topic tonight.
You just like to stir the pot, don't you?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. I am an equal opportunity a-hole.
They were shiny.
That's
What
why
the-
I said you like
What
to
the hell
stir
did
the
Angela
pot.
just say? They were shiny?
Sorry, I went off it.
Something was shiny.
Oh, the boys were shiny. Sorry, it took me a minute. I was like,
Well, we got some memes tonight, courtesy of
All right.
Lindsay. And a couple-
yes, it's been a meme week.
couple
That's what
by me.
happens when Keith's gone all week.
Yes. And it's been a busy week. So, and get to that. I'm sure we got a lot of news tonight to cover.
Got a little bit of news.
Cool.
Just a couple
So,
news.
Couple-
Go back to the IPAs though. I did have an IPA. So the hotel I stayed in had a little bar restaurant. So they had a local IPA on tap. I can't remember the name of it, but you would have liked it. It was really good. It had a really good blend of hops. It was hoppy, but it wasn't like that bitter hoppy.
Okay.
It was really,
good.
really smooth.
Yeah, I like
So,
it. I like it super hoppy. I'm always a sucker for the doubles and the triples.
Yeah, you would have liked this. It was good. Very good. All right. Getting on with the memes of the week.
The memes.
I can't read that, but hey.
It's being president. It's as easy as walking up a flight of, oh, maybe not this. It's as easy as writing a, oh, maybe not that either.
I like that one.
Kind of the theme that we had all week here,
Yep,
right?
yep.
This, I had to bring this one back. I remember when they said this during our whole Black Lives Matter thing. Bring it on, baby.
Yep.
It takes 18 hours.
Remember that.
I looked it up.
I looked it up.
This is it. That's sad but true, right?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Did you see the interview with him
With who?
Obama.
5 years ago with Obama when he was coming to the end of his second term,
Yeah.
saying that he wished he could just find somebody so he could be in the background and have a microphone going
Yep.
into their
Oh,
ear
yeah.
telling them what they
Yeah.
wanted to say.
Mhm.
Yep. He actually said that.
Ding ding
He
ding.
did.
Welcome to.
Do
your
we
current
think he's the one
POTUS.
typing the? Just saying. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
that
meme.
one actually. I seen that one earlier this week, and that made me
Well,
laugh.
You
A
need to
little
do
Mad
that
Max.
one with go down because that goes to the down one with that one.
Okay.
I never see 500,000 running down the interstate with no security.
Yeah,
Ain't that the truth?
that is so true.
And then that's going to turn into that first meme.
This one. Oh,
No.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm done. I'm waiting.
Waiting.
Oh, yeah, this is nice.
Well, I mean, existing electric grid while simultaneously being told to trade in your gas card for electric vehicles.
I mean,
Wow.
someone brought up a good point. What do you do when, like, you're on the expressway and you run out of electricity?
You got
Oh.
a generator in the back.
I think we
Oh,
got.
do
that.
you?
I think
Yeah,
we
you,
Okay.
you pack one in the trunk.
right.
Okay. Inquiring minds
I don't
want to
know.
know.
I don't know.
I think I have a picture of that. What happens?
Okay.
Yes. I think didn't my dad post that the other day?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very. It's very
You didn't
true.
have any?
It was funny. I was in California in the last week, and it was pointed out to me that it's Pride Month.
Yes.
Right.
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 They get a
So-
whole month.
Right. They get a whole month, and he was telling me, well, there's a misconception that it's just Pride Day, but it's a whole month. I'm like, I get the picture. I get it. I really do.
I don't give a
understand-
shit.
I don't
That-
understand it, but I get the picture.
Vets get a day. Those that gave their life for this country get a
a
day,
day.
but they get a month.
And the plain old white folk get nothing.
Nothing. Which
We're
is
pri-
fine. I
we're
mean, we're not
privileged.
Whatever,
looking
it
for
doesn't
anything.
matter.
We don't need anything.
We're not looking
privileged.
for anything.
Not worried about it.
We're
but
privileged. We don't need anything. Right? Isn't that how
Right.
that's what we said? So Kind is a like a health bar,
Yeah.
and I liked them. They came out with a Pride wrapping. Did you see that?
Are you
have that
serious?
now.
I
really?
swear to God,
I
saw it
stopped
on-
eating Oreos because
I
Oreos
saw it
came
on a
out with their like
commercial.
pedophilia one.
I saw it on a commercial the other night. It's like stick to what you do.
How did
jumping
Oreos
on the
come out
bandwagon.
with a pedophilia one?
So they came.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Oreos.
curious.
I know. I gotta look this up.
Oreo. No, seriously, look it up. Look up the Lady Gaga Oreo. The design that's on it is the design that the girls who like little boys put on their door so they know where to go.
Girls who like little boys.
What?
That's-
Girls who
that's
like
interesting.
women who like
Really?
little boys.
Really?
That's what that
interesting.
symbol stands for.
So pedophilia works the other way too, huh?
Well, I know, but that's what that symbol's for.
Interesting.
I
For the,
apparently
for the women that like little boys.
apparently I'm a little naive.
Right?
Yeah, they had it right at Circle K.
It's
like
got
in
a
the,
green interior, a green.
it's a green
filling.
inside and a pink cookie.
Oh,
You have it pulled up?
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, kinda. It's on, of course, you find it on eBay for 125
Yeah,
bucks.
Because it's her thing. Yep,
Oh.
there it is. So does it show
That
picture
does not
the,
look appetizing
does
at
it
all.
show picture the cookie itself?
Probably
Like the
not.
actual
No.
design?
Yeah, well,
No,
it kind of does
that's-
there, but
Kind of, but not really. So it's the top of the cookie has this little design on it.
oh yeah, you can see it there. The green filling is it?
No, yeah,
was-
but it's
Oh,
got
I
the
guess
pink cookie
there's-
has a little design on it, and
Oh,
that's
I
what
see
the
what you're saying.
design, that symbol is what it.
Really, and she
Let's
supports that.
go back and
course
let's
she
see
does.
if we can
She
find.
ships them in.
What the hell's wrong with her?
Oh, here we go.
There you
oh,
go.
there you go.
There they
So
are.
Now you'll see it for real. We'll
So
get-
that that woman thing on the side, that bottom corner one, the
This
bottom
one?
left,
Oh, the bottom left.
that
Okay.
one is the pedophilia woman symbol.
Right. We can't stay on this too
Is
long.
it really?
We'll get kicked off.
We're gonna
of,
get kicked off, 'kay.
YouTube, so let's get off that.
Sorry.
Before we get kicked off.
I didn't realize that there was like symbols. And
Yeah, there's symbols on what you prefer.
The symbol. Look at the emoji freaking
Yeah,
quiz we did.
can have
There's
a
symbols
peach
for
and-
everything.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Which
Okay.
everybody here failed miserably, by the way.
Yes.
Except for me, I did pretty
Yeah.
well.
So yes, this is the big news of the day.
I did,
I will
did
go back
pretty
and
well.
watch- I will go
I
back
did
and
pretty
watch
well.
that.
I
You
got
want me
like
to grade
half.
that and let you know what
Let's
the
grade it and tell me what my thing was. I did pretty well.
So this has a lot of people pissed off. I'm sure we'll talk about.
Wait,
it
what?
later.
When did this happen?
Apparently today was announced. Was today was announced or
Yep.
yesterday?
Yes,
Today.
Today,
Okay.
this morning.
Yeah.
9:00 this morning.
I was
Arizona
I was too busy in the great state of California.
But what I think a lot of people, and I know we're going to cover this, but a lot of people don't realize is it kicks it back to the states.
right, exactly.
It, what,
Which
it
is what
does?
it should be.
It does?
Really? Can you give him
Sorry,
a drink?
I'm taking a drink. So
Can you give him-
It's just-
Yeah, make him drink that. Make John drink that. He's too riled up.
oh man,
Yeah, you need to chill out.
I was coming off being sick last week.
he was
so
just
I'm
being
trying to be a little
he was
bit
just being his
more-
normal smart
I know,
ass
Yeah,
self.
right?
exactly.
The equal opportunity asshole.
So I
Yes.
want to say, John, I found this and I thought about you because it's Jameson IPA edition. I know you like IPAs.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
figure
yeah.
you
Where's
might
my-
enjoy it. I'm going to warn you, it's a little harsh.
Oh,
Yes.
Jameson, you know,
If Keith
I
says
am
it's
of
a little
Irish
harsh,
heritage, and I always find Jameson a little harsh
you
Yeah.
know that
because I am more of a bourbon drinker. I prefer it
You
a little
like the
darker.
smooth.
Yeah, I like it darker and a little bit more charcoal flavored.
I'm falling behind on the comments. I got to see the comments here.
all Disney items have pride colors. So does the Coach right now. There was a beautiful Coach purse that I wanted so bad in Vegas, and it was super cute, and it was like a tan, and it had these, like it had the rainbows, which I was like, that's fine, whatever. Like I'm not against rainbows. Rainbows are great.
Mhm.
But then on the front side, it had like I was like,
So I like Ken's response here.
What's
To be
good?
honest with you, the game off he has hidden agenda. Yeah, I like that response, but at the same time, I always go back to my point that I made a long time ago, saying it's such a small number of people, but they're getting so much press.
mhm.
I really
Well, because unfortunately, they are bigger in their own minds, and I don't mean this to be disparaging because I'm a big advocate of you
You do you.
I could give a shit.
You
Right.
do you.
Do
You
your
don't have
thing.
to push
I don't
it on
care
me.
if,
Right,
if you're not
exactly.
forcing it on me. I don't care what the hell.
Do
you
whatever the hell you want.
But
Long
the
as you
thing
do it
is,
way over
you
there.
know, and I sit there and I look at when you look at television and what's the TV show that we watch every now and then that we watch on reruns that has Modern Family,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
and that makes us laugh,
It
Yeah,
does, yeah.
and so it has nothing
What
to do
are
with
you doing?
There was a little bug that fell into
Oh.
my glass.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, what in the
Are you
world?
doing a shot?
It was,
Are
it
you
was
doing a bug
crawling
shot?
around the side.
Bug
and it
shot,
Yeah, I
bug
know.
shot,
Little
bug
protein
shot.
shot. Well, I guess Wendy's glass is out.
Think of
Do
it as
it.
think
What
of
would
it,
you do if I did that?
I'll do it.
think of
I
it
would
as,
just laugh.
It's a bug. Who cares?
think
It's
of
a
it
bug.
as the worm in the tequila,
Right?
right? I mean, worms. Did you really just shoot that with the bug?
Yeah.
You did?
Really? It's a bug. Are you really that?
Where are my sound
Ironically,
effects?
it was better than this Jameson.
I'm sure it was.
Wow.
right.
Jameson smells bad.
It's strong, isn't it?
It's a little on
it's
the-
like, holy
It's
shit.
a little on the harsh side.
More than a little.
So is the White Lightning better or worse?
The White Lightning.
Yeah, the bootleggers, what was that
Oh,
called?
much
Fire?
better. Much better. Much better.
Oh, okay.
So we're giving it a big thumbs down on the Jameson.
Yeah, thumbs down on the IPA.
Damn, does anybody want this?
So we're gonna
we're
give it away at the wedding.
Yeah.
So the winner of tonight's quiz.
Oh, there you
We'll
go.
get
We'll ship it to
Get
him.
a
Get the
get a
3/4
open
bottle.
Open bottle of Jameson. Here you go. Hey, we can have Andrew and Arthur over. Do you guys? Oh, they're not on.
They're not on.
No.
Where are they?
So they're in. So
They're in
all right.
California, like 4 minutes from where Keith
Funny
was.
story.
really?
So I went to this brewery last night, right? And I get on Facebook just checking
'Cause
things
he's by
out.
himself.
And Andrea posted a post that she's at the brewery that's like right down the road because I Googled it and it was like 1.6 miles away. So I sent her a message on Facebook. I said, "Hey," I said, "I'm only 2 miles away from you." But by the time I got to them, they were at
They're
their
already
daughter's
gone.
house. So they must have went
Oh,
there. I think they went there for
gotcha.
a birthday party or something.
Oh, that's
That's
too
fine.
bad.
They're not on today.
I know.
That's
I
too
was
bad
like,
because I
that's
had a
hilarious.
question specifically for Arthur.
Well, Lindsay can text Andrea.
What's your question? Hold, please.
Well, I mean it's unfortunate that this is not the week that they're here because in the news is and I didn't even put it in the newsletter because of the fact that I wanted to be able to ask specifically because now with the whole what do they call it? Strapgate for the border agents that were on the horses that allegedly
Whipped
Oh,
everybody.
sorry.
whipped the Haitian.
You said
Oh.
strap. I was like,
I know that.
She was
That's
back
why
to
I
the
said I was
strippers in
like,
Vegas.
Sorry,
I was
that
like,
we
is
did
this
not
going?
specify
is there a
the G
rule
version.
against strapping it up? I mean, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was afraid of where it
So
was going.
the White House
Mhm.
is specifically, or the,
So what is my
White Hou-
question?
Mhm.
John is a question for Arthur.
So the question is, what are his feelings about the Border Patrol being punished for a non-event?
I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting.
So they're
personally.
actually punishing them for something that it was just
For the Border
an
Patrol
angle?
being
Punished for a non-event.
So for those of you that don't know, there's a way you train horses and it's called reining. Okay. And you control the horse with your reins and with your feet. And that's what they do. They
It's
use
like
the
driving
reins.
a car.
Right. They
You
steer.
use, you use
right.
your reins
I'll
to
let you know.
drive the car, and you use and
you use your strap to whip him.
You do.
Well,
Actually,
I mean,
you do.
technically you do because
you-
horses
Right.
are very sturdy animals.
Right.
So, I mean, the thing is, you do one of two ways to be able to, and I've grown up on horses. One of two ways to be able to get a horse
To
to
move.
move,
You kick them with your heel.
and so you
to the
either
side.
kick them in the soft spot in your what do you call that spot? Your
Groin.
I mean,
Yeah.
or whatever that
Under
Like
the
your
ribs?
side thigh.
Yeah. Your
the,
thigh.
right at that joint. You either kick them there or you strap them on the ass.
Right.
And strapping them on the ass technically is the more humane way to get them to. And these are highly trained animals that Border Patrol uses.
Right.
Oh,
They
yeah.
understand how to be able to move sideways and stuff like that with small movements of what the agent is doing. And so it's a shame that, even the photographer that took the picture said they were not using the reins on
The
to whip
humans.
these Haitian refugees.
Then why? Okay, then my question is,
Then why did he post that picture?
Exactly. Why did the photographer allow that picture?
The picture was posted, so it goes back to the same thing as that student that had the picture posted with the Indian in front of him, right?
Right.
Okay.
It was
I
a
don't know what
picture.
that one is.
So remember, there was the high school students that went in front of. They were somewhere, and they were.
for the
this-
pipeline thing with
This was
the
like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
No.
And
I don't
so he
remember
was
this
sitting
night.
there, and he was the picture was made out by mass media that he was
yelling at the guy or
not
something.
yelling, that he
No.
was making fun of the Indian.
Oh, that's right.
And
that's
here
right.
it come to when you look at the further away full video, the Indian came up in front of the kid, 17-year-old
Yeah.
kid,
Mhm.
Right.
and he got embarrassed, and so he had a smirk on his face. He wasn't making
'Cause
fun
he
of
had
the
no
guy,
idea. Yeah.
Right.
and so he ended up suing
whoever said
NBC,
that. Yeah.
And he won,
CBS,
didn't he?
and
Yes, he
CNN,
won,
somebody,
yeah.
and he won millions
Oh,
of
I'm sure he
dollars.
did.
for
He's the one that
defamation.
told Rittenhouse to go ahead
Do
and
it.
sue.
Yes,
he
is.
sue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep, I
I mean,
remember
it's an interesting concept of the fact that when you
Perspective.
it's all perspective. When you zoom in or you widen out on what the perspective of the picture is, it changes the whole thing.
Well, and there's a
So
really
in
good
this
picture.
particular one.
It's
That
the same
goes with
the
that.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good picture that goes with that, and it's of a lioness and her cub, and she's carrying him by the scruff of the neck.
Mm-hmm.
There's two photographers taking the same picture of the same cub, same mom. One of them is one way, and it literally looks like she bit his head off.
She's eating
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Looks like
yeah.
she's eating him, and the other one, because you can see the head over here, she's carrying him by the scruff.
But that's what they get paid
So
to do.
it's
It's
all
all perception.
perspective.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
exactly.
even
all
that. So the
perception.
photographer just submitted the picture.
Yeah.
And so it was mainstream media that's decided to
Run
zoom
with
in or
it.
zoom out and
Yeah.
whatever and manipulate because they wanted to get an angle on a story. And that's where it comes from.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so now the White House, or at least Mayorkas, these guys need to be punished
Right.
because
Right.
that's what the president said last year. Within 24 hours of the picture surfacing, these guys need to be punished.
See, and I have a problem with people that just jump to a conclusion
Exactly.
based
Exactly.
on
Where's the dignity, Michael?
based on just a snippet of either a video or zooming in on a picture. It's like, let's look at the whole thing and then let's make some decisions, or I don't want to say assumptions. Let's get the whole story based on the whole story.
Well, that's where I think technology is somewhat of a curse because
It
I
is.
mean, look what I did with Biden putting his face on a baby. You know what I mean? It's easy to do.
It
I did
is.
it in 5 minutes.
Yep.
So it's so easy to manipulate what you want the public
Wait,
to
you
see.
made that up?
I did. I did.
Son of
I
a-
did. I also made it.
Oh my god!
But no, it's so easy to manipulate what you want people to see,
True. very
especially
true.
nowadays with computers and technology. So and what Michael said is true. Journalism has, I mean, from the Walter Cronkite days, journalism's gone from
It is.
from what
Yes,
it used to be, and it's
absolutely.
never going to be like that again.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand what non-event. So with the, what did they call that?
The whipping,
So the whipping
the
with the
whipping.
ring, whipping the mic.
the supposed whipping. Let me get through the memes too, because we got
Okay.
So this
No
is great.
shit,
I
right?
love that, right? Aerial view of the White House. That's great. I love that.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was good,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
especially now with gas. Right?
Trust me, Wendy and I have had what
Discussions.
two conversations about let's just sell everything and move into a camper.
right?
We have.
We know,
I mean, you
we know somebody who
but
did
we
that.
have.
I'm
And
surprised
literally,
you're not riding the
the
bike
only
yet.
thing holding us back is the fact that we both work remotely, and that would be a problem.
Right.
Yeah,
That would be a problem.
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
have some sort of permanent.
They don't make a camper big
Internet.
enough because guess what? Surprise, surprise. I've been called loud.
You'd have to have a hell of an RV, though. You really would.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Or you get two RVs, put him in one and you in the other.
Well, they have the toy haulers, so you can go back where the toys would sit.
Yeah.
You may set that as your office,
Or just
and have
get
Wendy in the
two,
front.
have the livable one
That's-
that you
there's not
can
enough
sit
sound
in, and when he
insulation
works,
there.
you put him in the
That's
baby
true,
one.
yeah.
We've been in those. Yeah, there's not enough.
There's
sound
not enough
insulation.
insulation. That's right.
No.
This is not meant to be a funny meme, but it is.
Oh,
It is
why
Super
are we
sad.
doing non-funny
No, it's
memes?
super
memes?
sad.
but it is sad.
Oh,
I mean, I saw this and I was like, I
not
had to
Miss
share.
Brazil.
Miss Brazil dies after a heart attack, fully vaxxed.
27. Yep. Because it attacks your heart muscle.
And to answer Wendy's question, what happens when you break down on the freeway in an electric car?
they
There you
Dun,
go.
dun, dun.
AAA came up with it.
Did they really?
Yeah, it runs off the gas from the
The
vehicle.
last
that
line
comes
is the
to get it.
best. The future is stupid. It really is.
So the whole point is, there's a lot of, if you actually looked it up, there's a lot on YouTube and such of videos of, because there's enough Teslas and a few others out there that are floating around, and some people are actually posting what it takes to do this.
right.
I have
Okay.
one more meme. Can I send it to you?
Sure.
There you go.
While I tell
And
the
you can
story,
put
go
it
ahead.
up.
So the point is that unlike a phone where you sit there and you just run it down to nothing, cars you're not supposed to let it run down, give or take below
Yeah.
20%.
Okay.
Right.
So give or take around 20% is where they say that you should
17.
All the
be-
lights start going off.
you should
and-
start looking for
It's
a
all whoop,
recharging
whoop,
station.
whoop, whoop.
So you're never going to technically, or you shouldn't be falling, out of, running out of energy on the side of the road type thing, because
Right.
you should be, the downside is though, late for work, blah, 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 whatever. Right. On the flip
Or
side,
let's get to real life. There's a storm. Your power goes out on your house all night.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
How are
yeah.
you going to charge your electric car to go to work
now all
tomorrow?
of a sudden you got to,
You got to go.
guess what? Sorry. can't
Because
come
my
to work.
car now doesn't.
Can't come to work because
most of-
technology
yeah,
sucks.
'cause
The
most of
future is
my-
stupid.
Yeah, most of my businesses still don't have car charging stations. So when I get to work, if I can get there, how do I get home?
Right.
The future is stupid.
So this was sent in just now by one of our viewers.
Yeah,
Talking
it's very,
about
very
Right?
true.
That's
I
great.
mean,
Yep.
that's
There's another one that shows with there's another one about an army soldier
That's really good.
that
Thank you, Miss
shows
Erica.
3 different perspectives
Yeah.
of a guy being rescued. But when you zoom into certain aspects, and if you look it up, then you'll find it. But it looks like a totally different perspective. People putting a live
Mutating virus in their systems
Sorry, John. I
willingly.
know you were trying to read that. Sorry.
willingly shake my head. Yep. Absolutely.
Is that what that stands for?
Shake my head.
SMH?
Yeah.
What?
What? We
You
knew
know-
that and you
I
did
didn't
it?
know that.
Get
I thought it was
out.
like, psh.
No, shake my head.
So Michael, it's interesting you bring that up because we went solar last
Yeah.
year, and we talked to the solar company. We said,
But we
now-
live in the land of the sun.
right, yeah, but here, check
He
this
does
out.
too.
So we asked the solar company. We said, okay, so when there's a
The power-
storm, our power goes out, something goes
Like
out.
during the day, because we don't have batteries.
we
So
still
during
have power.
the day,
You know, if the grid goes down, we still got power. So we got solar panels. And the guy looks at me, and goes,
Nope.
no,
it
he
runs
goes,
through theirs.
it runs through the electrical panel.
And if
so-
that electrical panel is off,
So all you're doing is you're giving
power's off.
power back to the electrical company.
Wait,
That's
what?
all you're doing.
What?
Yes.
So
so
So-
all
Because
solar
you're our
panels,
backup plan.
all solar panels. I mean, we can rig it to where it doesn't when the
During-
shit hits
yeah,
the fan.
during the
Keith and I will
day-
be downstairs rewiring this.
Yeah.
bitch.
yeah,
during
no
the
shit.
during the day it'll be fine. We'll have power if the power
At
goes
night,
out.
we don't have
But-
batteries yet.
But there's no backup to it.
Oh, that we knew.
so
But even during the day, when the power is off,
yeah, if the
because
power's
it
off,
runs because it runs through that panel before
Right.
it goes back into the house, we won't get power.
Oh, that we can. That's an
We
easy-
can rewire, and if
that's
shit hits
technically
the
an
fan
easy
time,
fix.
we'll
be
we Can, we
fine.
can fix that, no problem.
But
So yeah,
as
because
of now,
Wow.
they make sure they run it through that
I mean, the
because
old-
they have to count how much power you're
you're generating.
using. Yes.
yeah. So
I
we
mean,
are
so
we are
that's why.
paying.
Wow.
You basically mortgage the panels for
Yeah.
30 fucking years, but
But-
I mean, because
But our electric bill,
it has
so-
changed. It's
we paid $43,000 for our for solar panels for forever. But it's
Wow.
$150 a month. So we pay $150 no matter what every month. Our electric bill last August was over $600.
no the first year we moved in. We've been in almost
Okay.
2 years, so
the first year.
Yeah.
Was over $600.
it was $600 because we got a
Because we have a
freaking
2-story house,
ridiculously
True,
big
yeah.
house.
3,500 square
Yeah.
feet, you know.
Yeah.
So it
you
was
guys
over
got a big
$600.
house.
Yeah.
So our electric bill last month was what? Like our actual electric bill.
170.
And then you have the 157. So
Right.
we're at
So
300
yeah, almost $400.
Okay.
in summer.
So
So now, are
In
you
the
guys
winter, it's-
leasing or are you
No,
doing?
we
No,
bought.
we own it, so we're
bought.
paying
We
for it.
own it. We just have a loan as well. So we have a mortgage and we have a solar loan.
So realistically thinking, if we paid off the solar panels, our
I wouldn't
electric
pay
bill would
anything.
be virtually,
Whatever
especially in
it
the
is.
wintertime,
Oh,
it'd
in the
be
winter,
virtually
it's
nothing.
Like
But
50
how
bucks.
how long do you have that payment for then?
30 years.
30
The
years.
rest of it. It's $43,000.
Yeah, it's $40,000.
And of course, it's like a car. We've paid $50 on it last year
because you're paying interest.
because you're paying
first.
interest
You're paying so
first.
much on interest.
because they know you're going to refinance it and put it into your
right.
house.
So the idea is to refinance and pay it off.
yeah,
but-
pay all your interest at the beginning.
or
so
pay it off if you come in extra.
that
money or
was
whatever
our-
it is.
Plan actually to do this year.
But life
And then
happens.
interest went to There's a very upset Pitty about this
what is
conversation.
she upset about?
I don't
hell
know.
is that
Pet her with your
noise?
feet. So our plan was to
She okay?
I don't know.
our
Better
plan
way
was
to
to
read.
refinance it to get rid of that payment and just put it into the house because it'd be $30 into the house payment. But then interest went from we're at 3.1 and it's like 5.8 for normal. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's good point, Erica.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Not
that.
30 years, but
Oh,
30.
It's
right,
like
yes.
bent over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, the biggest
Yeah.
way to save
Is
the
to buy
most
it flat
buy
out.
it.
100%.
Yeah, to buy it flat out. Absolutely, that'd be
Absolutely.
your best bet.
And the plan was to refinance, but then interest hit the fan. So
Okay. Because one of my neighbors, I haven't talked to her. Another neighbor talked
Yeah.
to her. So she's just leasing
Mhm.
for, I think it's 10 years. So she
So
does.
the issue with that, because I looked into both, because I have a problem. It's
yeah,
fine.
research. Yeah, do your
So
research. Your
They
due
put it on. They
diligence.
put it on your roof, which is fine and dandy. That's great. They're going to drill through your shingles, all this stuff.
What?
So when they take it off,
Mhm.
they don't fix your roof. So after 10 years, if she owns that house, she's going to have her roof redone.
So
Because it's going to leak
So
But
what
that's-
they did
when
is
they take those panels off.
So what they
Well,
did is before they put
kinda.
them on, they put these other things to
They're braces that make them stand on.
braces.
Those are screwed into the roof.
Right.
Yeah.
So they'll take the braces off and just do
They
whatever to
take
the
the whole
roof
braces
then.
Yeah.
off. So they're shoved up.
Well, I would
under-
say leave the braces on and just take the
Just
fucking
leave 'em.
panels off.
So
well,
they
that's very
shove-
possible.
Yeah.
And the other, and
because they shove them
At
up
least
under
from the
roof
Midwest,
tiles.
tar is a great thing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't tar under your tiles.
Yeah,
you
Mi-
have to tar over.
Michael, I
your
agree
tiles.
with
they-
you on
they
that.
Tar
removed
over them
the
and you paint
tile.
it.
They don't.
No,
So
they
they
did.
shove
They
it up under it.
No, they removed her certain tiles and put these braces on
Right.
because we're like, what is that? Because it was just in certain spots. It's like,
Right.
what is that?
Oh, that's weird. Ours are up under our tiles, so our tiles lay over it, so it can't
Yeah.
leak.
Yeah.
And then the brace comes up.
But
and
we have
over.
tile roofs. They have different. They don't
Yeah,
have
I don't know
tiles
if
back
they
there, right?
have-
They have
Yeah.
shingles.
No, it was
It was
tile
tile.
It
roof.
was a tile roof.
Because I'd
Okay.
be concerned because that was my biggest thing I found when I was doing my research is everybody complained after they were taken off that their roof leaked.
Well, that would be easy to.
Well, I know, but my pity is very upset.
Is she okay? Seriously.
She's fine. She's just being sassy. Come here.
Being sassy.
She
She
makes
wants
sense.
attention.
Yeah, she just wants some.
So I agree with Michael. So essentially you're paying double
Oh,
with the
more
interest,
than
but
that.
but I think that's what they count on. They
That's
count
what
on
they
most
want.
people refinancing
Yeah.
their house
the same as a
and pay
car.
them off. Right.
It's the same as a car, same as a house payment. The first 10 years, you pay $1,000 to the actual loan. You pay all the interest up front because that's what they're expecting is somebody to pay it off or get rid of it or whatever within the first couple years. So that was my plan.
So,
and then
but hey, look on the
economy
bright
hit
look,
the fan.
look on the bright side. In 30 years, we'll be paying $170 for power
There you
instead of
go.
600.
before that,
So
Sorry.
changing subjects.
All
So
right.
Never
Will,
waiting 30
Will,
years.
did you find the picture? I did not. I was looking for it. I could not find it. I tried, soldier picture perspective,
Oh.
something like that. I couldn't find it. It wasn't jumping at it, but I see that you and Erica were saying something about you might have found it or something. So, but
Okay.
we'll have Erica send it to me.
Yeah, if you do send it over, we'll put it up. All right, let's get to the news. We got
The
probably a lot of
news?
All
to
right.
cover.
there's news.
News.
Wait,
Christine,
news?
Christine is looking at an RV with solar panels.
Ooh.
Well, no, that actually is a big thing.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I
and
having
even boats. Some of the
boats,
sailboats
and
stuff.
RVs
Yeah.
A lot
are
of
big into having solar panels and lithium ion batteries that are similar to what the same technology as Tesla.
Received.
And so they you can actually, I mean, we were watching a YouTube thing
yeah,
of
that's
this.
good.
We were watching a YouTube thing of this truck camper last year. I think
Something
it was.
like that. Yeah.
And they went up to the far reaches of Alaska.
Right.
And it was pretty interesting because of the
Oh,
fact
that's
that
your phone. Your message thing is still on. I was like, what the hell was that noise?
It's coming
That
from the,
woo-doo.
it's coming from the studio. It's coming from the control room.
Oh, okay.
from the control room.
From the control room.
Ooh, it sounds so
Dun, dun,
fancy.
dun.
It's official.
So fancy.
Oh, we did get told that we had a very nice studio this week.
Oh, nice.
By
Who said that?
Sam, when she came to pick up the weight benches.
Oh, you gave the whole grand tour. Why wouldn't you? Of course you would.
She had nothing better to do.
Shit.
Yeah.
She was lonely.
She needed to talk to
I
someone.
was gone.
Are
You weren't
the,
here.
Are you the pool guy?
I was talking to the neighbors, like, yep, 3 pictures in one.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Yeah.
I mean, and that kind of just changes the whole perspective.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep,
That's a good picture. That's good.
absolutely.
All right. So
All right, let's roll on with the news of the week.
the news. There's
News.
news,
Wait, wait,
There's
I-
news
I-
this week. Holy cow.
I have a
What kind of-
question.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wendy
no,
has a
Wendy's
question
got a
before
question.
the news.
Is this going to be uplifting
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
or not?
Is
Nope.
dad going to be?
Okay.
It is.
I was going to
Nope.
say we should call it the depressing segment.
No.
Depression
The
101.
news is the news.
If you thought you wanted to kill yourself before,
So
Wait till John
something
finishes the
something
news.
kind of happened today. I'm not exactly sure
you're not
what
exactly
it is, but something
sure.
kind of
There's a
happened.
shark eating somebody in the corner. Did you
Oh,
see that?
I guess MSNBC cut me off. We were
Oh.
too long.
Oh.
That's it.
That didn't last long.
So, all right. So, let's go back to our main theme of everything's great.
So sad.
We are
Am I
on-
the only one that was like super, like in my heart, sad for that man?
No, it is.
No.
Sad. It's very sad. It's sad.
I mean,
Wait, wait.
I watched the video
Like
and it's
super
just like
sad.
it just, well, it's not like he was just
Grandpa
writing.
fell.
Sad for who?
Grandpa,
He got an
That's-
ice
that
cream
is
after.
that
He's
is
good.
his
as
official.
a human,
As of right now,
I think the paparazzi
that is going to
just-
be his official nickname.
as a
Grandpa.
human being,
Grandpa.
poor Grandpa,
Grandpa fell down.
he fell down. I feel bad for him.
I thought it was Dementia Joe, but no. We'll
I
go
like
with
Grandpa. I like Grandpa.
Poor
Grandpa is it.
Grandpa.
I'm going with Grandpa. But we are on the bicycle path to disaster.
Libs has
I
their
thought it was
foot.
funny because actually
Yes, they
Wendy was, God love Wendy. She is such a nice person.
She puts up with you.
I know, right? And I don't know why.
No idea.
But she sat there and the first thing she
I'm
says,
still pondering.
why
it.
were those reporters on the bike path?
I mean, they were just surrounding.
Well, they
him.
weren't. Oh, of course.
But that's
And
where they
that's
were
the
told
issue-
to stand.
That's the issue with
I mean,
all of,
obviously,
like,
the Secret Service doesn't let them just stand anywhere they want.
no, they're told to stand.
They
in the
told
corner.
you can only stand here, and if you move off of this spot,
like we're going to
guess what?
shoot you.
You're going to be face planted into the ground.
Okay. And I guess I forget about that particular aspect that they're told where to go because it just seemed like just a paparazzi.
Well,
Oh,
they
he's
weren't-
coming and just
No,
They
they
were
were-
on the bike
they
path.
were told,
He
"This is
chose
where
to
you
go
have-"
that way because everybody else went the other way.
Yes.
He chose
Yeah.
to go to the
Yeah,
reporters.
you do, and that's a very good point. That is a very good point because you notice that everybody else
Kept
peels
going this
off.
way,
True.
And
and
he
just
went this
Biden
way.
rolls up by himself.
and then he
And
falls on
so-
his
Or
face.
grandpa. I'm
You,
sorry.
you know how I
Oops.
can tell when Dad's angry typing?
Uh-oh.
He misspells decision.
Just-
Because then he corrected us.
That's angry.
We're not laughing at you, Dan. We're laughing with you.
I agree, Erica. It is.
It's so
it is
sad.
It is sad. It really
You know,
is.
I will say, Erica, you're exactly right. I mean, I must have, when it happened, when I first saw it happen,
It makes my heart sad.
and then
and I'm
I
like, what a
looked,
fucking
I looked it
schmuck.
up. I mean,
Yeah,
I was drawn. I
You
had
know
to look
better
it
than
up,
to
and I
drink
was
when I'm
sitting there, and I'm like,
talking.
did this really happen, or is this just some
staged.
stage, BS, the right
Now there's
just
a
making
football in
fun
the
of
studio.
of grandpa, and I'm sitting there and I'm
Poor
looking it up and I'm
grandpa.
going, okay, I see a couple of videos of him falling behind the crowd. Yeah, I can't really tell what's going on. And then I was like, oh, there's the video
Aw.
head on. Oh shit. Son of a
sad.
bitch.
It really happened.
He really got it. Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
it
just
plain as
face
day.
plant.
His foot got caught. and
Yes.
dunk, and
yeah, he came to a stop, and his
Why
foot
is he
got
not in a
stuck, and-
tricycle? He's 80 something years old.
Oh my god. So unfortunately,
Poor
I wrote a lot
grandpa.
of this during the course of the week. So we're gonna get to
Seriously.
the other aspects of it later. So there's a lot of news, right? All right.
Yeah, John will
okay,
take
I
you.
will. Dan, I will. I absolutely will.
That'll
Yeah,
a
be
fun
careful
ride.
what
You
you
might hit
Oh,
5
yeah.
bars on the way there,
Oh.
but he'll take you.
So funny story. So there was a point where, can I tell the Corky story?
Which one? There's
There's
lots.
thousands.
Yeah,
Oh my
there's
God.
lots.
So so Wendy's father, who is always fun, and it's a perspective, right? And so he sits there and he has some stents put in his heart,
You have to pet your pity.
and so
Wendy.
he spends the night at our house, so that way there's
Oh my
somebody,
goodness,
to
with the
watch.
stents. I
And
remember
so
this.
then I get up and I come out of the, I go to the kitchen to get something to eat at about 6 o'clock in the morning. And so he's up already, which
Got
is
his
not
bags
surprising.
packed and
And
he's ready to go home.
no. He literally, the first thing he says is, hey, I think I need to go to the ER. What?
Oh,
Well,
that's
yeah,
even-
I've been up since midnight. I am, in pain, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you just had put stents in yesterday.
No, this
So-
was the pacemaker.
Oh, the
This is the
pacemaker.
pacemaker.
Oh, the
Yeah,
pacemaker.
yeah.
This is the
That's
That's why I'm like
pacemaker.
the
And so,
stents, he was
it's
ready
like,
to go home.
yeah. So it's just not feeling right and something's not right. So I literally get up and I start heading back to the bedroom and he's like, no, don't wake her up. Don't wake her up. Just,
We'll
wait till she gets up and then we'll go. And I was like, what? No.
You've been up for 6 hours already.
Yeah. And so, the funny part. So then the best part of the whole story is the fact that, she's instantly poof, she is dressed, snatches him and out the door. And I said, all right, it is a 10-minute drive to the hospital. That is going to be the longest 10 minutes in his life. Because he is hearing
He is hearing all of
everything
it.
He's hearing an
about what he does
earful.
wrong.
Yeah, he's hearing an earful. Yep.
Yeah,
He's like, why don't we live closer?
Did it happen? Did you give him the ride?
Oh,
out?
hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. He deserved it too.
It's like, what are you thinking?
That's funny.
All right. So, economy, business,
Jesus.
economy, energy, and
Ugh.
transportation. Mortgage rates hit a 5.78%.
And that's
record
why we
spike.
did not refinance.
So
Just
sale of existing homes fell in May and declines are expected.
Good.
It's
Gonna buy
it-
more.
It is what it is. So Biden considered tax holiday as the
The
administration
gas
targets
tax
a
holiday.
gas tax
Yes.
holiday.
So do not buy gas from the 2nd to the 7th
Why is it-
So
because it
I
doubles.
mean,
It like goes up by 50 cents or so.
so it's interesting. It'll see what
I don't know why
we'll
because
see
you don't
what happens
travel
with
anywhere
this.
for July 4th.
Well, that's the thing. They're going to do the tax break, but they're going to raise prices. Of
Yeah.
gas. That's what's going to happen.
Oh,
so,
I'm sure. Yeah.
Angela told me there is a little Chevron locally owned out by her.
Chevron, really?
A Chevron out by her
I saw that in
on.
the news.
Oh, that they dropped their rates.
They will not go to $5. They're at $4.99. They will
$4.99.
only stay at $4.99. You saw the thing on
I
it?
saw the
She
thing
told
on
me
the news,
about
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
And she said we were going to go there, and then she's like, there was a line around the corner, and she's like, we didn't.
yeah.
Like, yeah. You want to sell every single drop of your gas?
I just
That's
thought
the way
this
to
was
do it.
interesting. It talks about how
Somebody
fossil
farted.
fuels have fared
I know.
under Biden, and it's just interesting when you look at some of these statistics, and then all of a sudden, it's like, when did this happen? Oh,
When did what happen? So what graph are you looking at?
so this is U.S. oil production. So U.S. oil
Good job,
production
Michael.
gets
That's
to a
For
maximum here,
real.
and then at February 2020,
Can they read like the other people's?
That's when it
Please don't read like mine.
and then it falls off, right?
Right.
And it's like, what happened in February of 2020 that
That
oil
shot
production
up.
would fall off? Gas
Oh.
production, again, there's a point where it just falls off. But then again, wait, there's something in Europe that all of a sudden we're sending a bunch of natural gas over to Europe.
Yep.
Same with LNG, it falls off the cliff. Oh, March of 2020. That's interesting. And,
When we signed
Oil
all, when
and
we
natural
took away
gas
all
rigs.
those, what are those things that he signed? The decrees that
yeah,
whatever.
It's just,
the
but on the
executive
other hand, I
orders.
Executive
thought this
orders?
is actually an interesting graph because it's like U.S. coal production. So we talk about, you hear the left talk about how dirty we are.
be dirty.
But do they not
But we are
understand
not.
where
I
electricity
I mean,
like
when you
it
compare
dirty.
to where we were in 2019
Right.
and where we were, and we have, gone down significantly, just kind of an interesting aspect of it.
Did you hear, before you get off that topic, did you hear that Germany kicked up coal production?
I
did
saw
hear
that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. So, so much for, getting off Russian oil and gas.
Mm.
Why not? We can't make our own.
So
Ignore
see
my
this,
comment.
that the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, says a recession certainly is a possibility.
It's here. It's
I was
not a
gonna say,
possibility.
no
It's-
shit.
So
We're
this is
in
a
it.
conversation that Wendy and I had.
We're in it.
I don't
last
think
night
we're
or
in
the
it
night
yet. I
before.
think there's
No,
two.
no, no, no.
What
no, no,
is?
No. What is a recession?
What is the definition of a recession?
So it's when people cut spending, technically, isn't it? No, it's
nope,
not.
Nope. What is the
I was wrong.
official definition of a recession?
When the shit hits the fan.
When the economy recedes.
Well, that's the unofficial.
Yeah.
But that's not
Okay,
the
sorry.
official.
when the economy recedes, right? Isn't
Two consecutive
What is that?
quarters
GDP,
of
right?
the
Okay.
GDP receding.
So
Technically,
GDP, the gross national
Gross
that
domestic,
domestic
product.
meaning,
there are-
meaning what's a
imports and exports, right? Gross domestic
Not even.
product.
No.
I mean-
No. Gross domestic product is what
we're buying.
what we produce.
What we
So there are
produce, right.
three. Well, there's actually several main indicators of the economy, but the three of the main ones are the gross domestic product, which every country is measured. We should call this John's bright spot of the day. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Absolutely.
Bright spot of the week
Thank
week.
you.
Two
So-
quarters of closing down. So closing the markets down, I guess you would say, right?
Well, not the markets, because the markets are different than GDP.
Okay.
Okay.
So gross domestic product is what we produce and sell.
Okay. We don't produce anything.
We actually do.
Okay.
So, we just the fact that we import more than we produce
Right.
Yeah.
is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
So, but the main three indicators that we look at from the economy standpoint, I actually took some economics classes, which I actually enjoyed back in the day, is gross domestic product, consumer price index, and the producer's price index. So
Okay.
gross domestic product is obviously how much we produce. Consumer price index is how much we pay.
How much we pay to produce that, or
No,
how much
we
pay
as
for
consumers
that?
pay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What
how much
we
we
pay
pay.
as consumers,
To get
and
that
then the
product.
producer price index, which is the leading indicator before the consumer price index. So the producer price index is what the manufacturers are
pays
paying
to make that
to
product.
make that product. And so that's always the 1 to 2 month indicator of what your prices are going to be to the consumer, because obviously the manufacturer
Obviously, if I'm paying more to make it, I'm going to charge you more to build it because
absolutely
I'm not taking a cut.
And right now it's
Ridiculous.
I mean, it's ramping up. I mean, it's already way high, and it's already
gonna
ramping up
take
even
off.
more. And it's like the indicators are hold on to your seats, because this is
Yep.
going to get bad for a
Yep.
while.
Mm.
So now my other question, which is not, it's similar but not related. What are we going to do with wheat and grain, because Ukraine has not produced it? So they
So
say
we
it
are
takes a
still-
year. They say it takes a year from the time they plant it to the time we get it.
So
So it's been how many
here's-
months?
Here's my humble opinion.
Humble.
We should be able to support ourselves because
will
we
weather
export
the
more.
storm.
We're exporting still.
Yes.
We're not keeping
Now-
it. That's the issue, is we're still sending it off.
We will weather the storm as a country, as a
You think
people in this.
so?
Yes,
Really?
but
We
here's the
produce
problem.
enough.
The problem is there
We're
are
going
going
to stop
to be
selling
there
it to
are-
other people?
Yeah, there are going to be some
Yeah.
countries that are going to suffer, and you know who's going to suffer the most?
Ukraine?
Nope.
Russia?
The ones that
China?
can't afford
Yep.
it.
Really?
Yes. Who is the biggest importer of grain from the United States?
Oh,
China.
Is it China?
Hmm.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
China
by it.
will get the full brunt of this. So China is going to feel this one, and it's going to hurt.
Well, but don't we?
They have no problem with killing their people off, though. So that's not going to hurt
Well,
anything.
I mean, therein lies
But we
part of the issue.
we
I mean,
import so
that's a
much
lot
from
of
China. That's going to be an issue, because if we're going to
yeah, but what we import isn't food and stuff we need to live. It's stupid shit.
And that's it. And I'm going to go back to what Dan said. And the same thing, I've had the conversation with Wendy multiple times, and I keep reiterating the fact that I have no problem importing and buying as a consumer worthless crap
Mm-hmm.
from China.
it's
cheaper.
the stuff that we need, we
It's
should be.
and I don't have my
producing.
phone. I left my phone at home today. It's the laptop. It's the phone.
The
it's
iPads.
it's the so Apple has moved their production out of China.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
have
know
they?
that.
According to
They're
Apple.
huge. They're
When did they-
huge in Arizona. They actually built 2 more plants. We have
So,
so many
I mean,
travelers for them.
Oh, wow.
The
Huge.
moving of So in the economic world, they call it durable goods. I'm not sure where electronics, consumer electronics, falls within durable goods, because durable goods are supposed to be cars and dishwashers and things of that nature. I don't think electronics, consumer electronics, fall in the durable goods category, but it's that aspect
I don't
of
think
it.
so.
That aspect needs to get pulled out of China. That needs to be, if you want a and gluten free.
Read my comment.
I mean, I would love to, in a perfect world. Well,
Sorry.
that's all they're going to be able to eat here soon.
Right.
In a perfect
They
world,
can be none
if
grown
you
for
wanted
'em.
if you wanted a place to be able to produce goods for a cheap price, I would say, let's go down south and let's
Yep.
go into South America.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
And let's help our neighbors.
Produce all day
Yeah,
long.
Let's help our
Exactly.
neighbors.
Because that's
It
right
goes back
there.
to the Monroe Doctrine of, the Monroe Doctrine has been in place for whatever it is, 100 years, 100 plus years. And the fact that we told Europe and everybody else in the world, stay the hell out of the Western Hemisphere. And we should be doubling down on that. And we should be literally going and saying,
Going
we're
south
gonna
and
get-
going north and letting it be.
no, not even Canada. Canada's got their own issues and they're perfectly fine the way they are. But let's go down into Central and South America and let's help our neighbors out that are
Suffering.
suffering and they
And
are
willing to work.
that are technically still third world countries, and let's help them out.
And
And
willing
maybe
to
that
work.
would slow down the immigration.
Well, that
Sure,
that
they're
actually would
working.
be a big thing
Sure.
because
Yeah.
that would help out the
You're
immigration in a
bringing
lot
that
of
money
respect.
to them so they can help take care of their families. They don't have to come
They
here
don't have to
do
come
it.
here.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is what they're doing anyway. They're coming here. They're working. They're sending
And
the money
sending
back
everything
there
back home.
anyway.
So it's not helping our economy
so
at
we
all.
ship,
No,
if
not
we
at
ship
all.
production down there, that would
They
stop.
can stay there.
flow of
The
immigration.
dads
Or
are going
at
to be
least
able
slow
to
it down.
stay with the
And
families.
just to be
You
clear,
have-
before anybody starts getting upset about this, I'm not talking about manufacturing of planes and automobiles and ships and things like that.
What's upset?
I'm talking about, making, crappy widgets that you get from the dollar store.
Random shit.
But
that
what's to be upset about? If we're helping,
earphones.
if we're helping a third world country, which I think they are, better their economy, it's going to help us in the long run.
And these are our neighbors. These are the people right
Right.
next to us.
I mean, I get it. I mean, it's funny. I had this conversation. This is kind of weird, I guess you call it. We were at Bass Pro a handful of weeks ago or so.
You had this
and,
we-
conversation at Bass Pro Shop.
no,
we
well,
were-
I had this conversation.
That is kind of
I had
weird.
this conversation.
I don't
So
remember
Wendy-
being at Bass Pro,
so
but
Wendy,
okay.
Wendy and I went to Bass Pro.
When he was
and
at Bass
so
Pro Shop,
Wendy's
she don't
off-
remember.
Wendy's off checking her section. I'm over in the guys section, and I find
What
these
is
two
Wendy's section at Bass Pro Shop?
And so
just interested. Sorry.
And so then, me and this guy are sitting there. He's sitting there on the, and he's looking at me and he struck up a conversation. He goes, "Is that American made?" And I said, and I'm sitting there and I'm holding two t-shirts. And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, this one is made American made. This one was made in Costa Rica. And I'm always said that I'm willing to buy anything that's made in the Western Hemisphere to help our neighbors out." And I said, so I'm struck with the conundrum of, do I want the American made t-shirt or do I want the one made in Costa Rica that's still made in the Western Hemisphere? Because
Isn't Costa Rica?
No.
No. That's
No.
Puerto Rico. Thank you.
Yes. I know where you're going with that.
but and it
Keith
goes
knows,
back
see?
to, because there's a thing. If you look out there's a thing that actually talks about, if it's made in China, put it back on the shelf.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I would totally agree with that. There's some things we just can't.
Well-
We can't.
But that was part of
Consumer electronics is probably the biggest one.
that was part of back in the day. That was part of American exceptionalism. The fact that we produce so much. We're the automobile producer. There's so much. How was that?
I don't know if anybody can you hear the dogs on the
So-
can you hear the
Yeah.
dogs?
It's funny.
Can you hear the
Can
puppy
you guys hear
dogs
that?
when they do that?
Because it's funny as hell.
So there's an itty pitty because somebody's been gone all week.
We need to have smell vision though, because every time they fart, we gotta have the
yeah.
audience be able
Well,
to
yeah.
smell.
Like
it.
the
See,
green
last time that happened,
phone
though,
that
somebody
you
got
should-
proposed to.
You should go
Right.
back. You should go back through and do like a green smog that just
Yeah.
comes over
That
all
would be
of us.
fucking
It's-
hilarious.
that'll be a crumb. That'll be a nice crumb. It just comes up.
The next time we smell it, we need to just be like,
Yeah, last time
And
we did
then you
that,
can do the green.
somebody got engaged.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Shit. Next time somebody
So
something
and
else
we
will
have
happen.
it in the best
And it
part
just
is-
happened again. Really? Did
you just get shit on?
I can smell it now. Okay?
Oh, that's what that's what she was complaining about.
That's what she was yelling about.
Did you
She
leave
had
the
to fart
fan
it.
on?
I did
Hey,
leave the
turn the
fan
fan
on.
on. Which,
The fan is on.
Good
It's,
That's
it's moving the fart.
Can we ban the dogs from the
All right, so
studio?
did you see that Abbott
Really?
had
Have
to,
you met our house?
so we talked about this last week. Did you see that Abbott had to stop production of baby
Yeah.
formula
Yes,
again?
because of a flood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Convenient.
They got a lot of
Convenient.
bad weather.
Oh, okay.
They did get bad
Okay,
weather.
okay.
It's not
I mean-
because of a weird thing. They did get bad weather.
You sure, Will? You
Come
can
on,
just
Will.
come-
Where's your
We can
spirit?
have Will and
Smell
Erica on next
O-Vision.
week.
I love it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Will and Erica, you want to come on next week because John and Wendy are leaving us?
Yeah,
They're gonna be out of town. You guys want to come on the show?
It's not like you're far.
We can have some fun.
Just saying.
yeah, that would actually be fun.
Putting it out there.
We need
I
some
don't know.
replacements.
Will's a little. Who knows? Who knows
Oh,
where
come on,
Will?
Angela. Come on.
Come on, you
knows
guys
where
don't
we'll
want.
end up?
So,
Angela, you know you've been farted on by Boosie.
so funny story. So this is way off track from where we're at, but
Story of our life.
when Lindsay and I were in Vegas, we the hotel we stayed at, we took the tram to go to the other casinos,
Oh yeah.
and
Sorry, I was like, where?
as we're on the tram,
You're being very non-committal. all
I
of
know.
a sudden.
I really didn't know where this was going to end up. I was like,
no,
what
so
story
so
are
we
you
see
telling
this new
everybody
building.
right now
that-
from us
we
in
see
Vegas?
this new building that's being constructed, and
circle.
it's a globe,
It's a big ball,
right?
Oh, really?
not
And
like
it-
a ball sack, just
And
a big ball.
really, did you just say
He
that?
was okay with Globe, but
I was-
you
I
weren't
was
going
okay
to
with Globe. She had to go the other way.
No.
Sorry.
Must have been that pedophilia thing. Anyway,
Yes, she will be here.
The conversation just
I
went south.
love it
sorry.
when we are pre-gaming before the show.
exactly.
This is what happens when I drink. Last show was no drinking.
So this is a concert hall they're building in Vegas that's supposed to have
Like smell-o-vision
it's
for
supposed
real.
to have smell-o-vision.
It's
so
supposed
it's
to have
supposed
like engulf you in the whole. No, I'm serious. So
If-
like when they're singing songs, like
Did-
you're supposed to be able to smell the
Hold
sweat
on. Did,
and like.
did anybody see Wendy's face just now? 'Cause
Yeah,
that was-
like absolutely.
My question is why?
Why not?
So it's
'Cause
supposed
we
to
can
it's supposed to immerse
engulf
you in
you.
whatever is happening at
Whatever-
the time,
yeah.
whatever concert or
I,
whatever.
I don't think I need that,
I'm
that
good.
immersion.
like
But
the
actually,
oils being
no,
in
no,
them
no,
good.
no. Hey, seriously. They have been trying to develop that in the.
My
So for those that
pussy.
don't know, Keith and I are in the electronic security business, and so
Really?
shush. And so
What
they
gave it away?
Yeah, and so they have been trying to so Shiva over here who's they have been trying to in the electronic security business figure out how to develop
Stop. Come here.
an electronic version of a dog nose for years.
Really?
Really?
Yes, because
Like how
that
to
is-
smell everything?
well, because that is the most accurate. There's
That's
still
true.
nothing that can replace a dog for
Drugs and all that
detection,
shit. Okay.
drug detection, all those different types of things. There's, you even see like customs uses dogs
Yeah.
for being able to figure out,
We use them in the hospital for
you know,
like
so
blood
there's
sugars.
still,
and all that
there
kind
were
of stuff.
countries, there were third world countries that were using dogs for COVID.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Because you
there
smell different.
there still is not some,
Yeah.
there's not an electronic version that can replace a dog's nose.
Okay.
So
They want
just
Shiva?
interesting.
She'll
Sorry.
teach him and lick everything.
So obviously we were
Boosie.
talking
That's my
about,
Boosie.
so
My
inflation
Boosie.
around the world. I thought this was an interesting chart.
There you go.
I-
Bring an air freshener, Erica. Tomorrow, next
So this
next
is-
Friday.
This is inflation for the first quarter of 2022 across 44 countries.
Oh wow.
Oh
in the
Lord,
world.
would you like Arthur's answer?
Or what?
Oh,
Arthur's answer.
Yes.
okay. Let's revisit the question. What was the question?
I wanted to know what Arthur's thoughts were on.
His feelings for the Border Patrol being punished for a non-event, and a non-event is the whipping of the migrants.
The supposed.
Yes.
These were my. I didn't do that, but yes.
Okay.
So she's not with him. So she copied his text and said, he said, oh, they will be cleared of any wrongdoing criminally, but now it is a political move on part of the DHS to try to punish them. But most likely the union will back them up on, oh, I didn't know they were unionized.
Yes.
The union will back them up and nothing will happen to them, because if they were fired, they would be able to sue for their job back and get a lot of money. Already they have been on paid administrative leave, but that's pretty normal. And is shooting? Oh, like if there's a shooting. Okay.
Okay.
even if an agent is cleared, the agency will have them on administrative leave for quite a while.
Right.
So they just sitting there making bank. Shoot, put me
No,
on
and
administrative
my
leave.
understanding is they're not necessarily on an admin leave. They're actually sitting at desk jobs,
Oh, okay.
which
They're just
kind
not
of
in the
sucks
field.
because I mean
That
these guys have been
sucks. When you're like an
used to being
on the-
out, and, you
Ugh.
know, so now they've been basically sidelined.
Right.
And so you could sit
So
there
like
and you could
sit
say,
here, smile, and shut up, and you're like,
yeah. So you
Yeah.
could sit there and you could say, you know, yes, they are still getting paid for just sitting in the office, coming in, and I mean, but on the other hand, if you're used to going out in the field and jumping on a horse and going out and doing what you think is the right thing,
True.
and all of a sudden you spent the last 3, 4, 6 months going and sitting behind a desk and sitting there
Sorry.
and
Did the
playing
dog fart
solid.
again? And that's your
No,
like the
she's
smelling salt.
she's
Poor-
messing around with the
poor-
damn.
Poor John is trying to explain something, and you're over here rubbing
It
a
doesn't
ball on
matter.
your
It
face.
doesn't
what
matter.
are you doing?
you gave me a stupid look and said that I was stupid to you back.
Yeah, what the hell is Lindsay drinking tonight? No,
All right, so something happened.
no,
today.
John, go on with what you were saying. I was trying to listen to what you were saying.
You
and-
looked at me
the
and-
fact
and
that
I
it
see
sucks
that-
that- it sucks that you're sitting there, and, you know, she's doing whatever. And,
Okay. So they get you're
but
on
imagine
administrative
if
leave.
you were,
yeah.
you know, back when you were in the healthcare industry, and all of a sudden they say, "All right, we're going to just have you go and sit at this desk."
Sit at the front desk and greet people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Shoot
there's
me in the
nobody that
face.
ever comes in the door.
right. So
The phone never rings. Nobody comes in the door, and you're just going to sit there and play solitaire every day.
For 12 hours. Yeah, I'm good.
you probably shouldn't show this till the end of the show because I know we're going to get into a big conversation.
How are we
on
going to get
this.
into a big this? This is a thing that happened.
I know, but it's going to lead into a big conversation.
How is
I
it
know
going to let
is.
No, what?
Isn't that the whole point of the show, though?
Yeah, is
Are we
there a
not allowed to have
conversation that we're
conversations?
missing here?
Okay, go for
Or
it.
isn't it four people
See,
having a
this is
conversation?
why-
Didn't you read the beginning?
This
at
is
the beginning?
why we drink during the show.
So, Christine, just to let you know, last week's you were on last
Right?
week's episode. It was very, very somber, very mellow.
Yes,
so
it
we had to
was.
make up for it this week.
Yeah,
So
John
we're,
was sick last week.
we are definitely
Well,
making
John
up
was sick
for
and
it.
I wasn't drinking. I was yelled
Yeah,
at.
you were a little salty.
And I was
I
depressed.
was
so,
salty
you know.
last week.
Yes,
Shut
you
up.
It was a
were.
weird
You
show.
were
It was a
very-
weird show.
Not a little salty.
Ugh.
You were salty from the moment we hit the door.
It was a
Let's
very,
just-
Wow.
it was a
Let's
very
just say we
somber
were
show.
Like a salt lick.
I love you. No, not like a salt lick.
Like a salt lick.
We were just off. Let's put
Where
it
are
that
my
way.
sound effects? I need sound
Right?
effects.
I left my freaking phone at home.
This is great.
Oh man, this.
Can you hear the
Oh,
pity? Because there's
man.
their sound effects.
I got a dog right by my leg right now. Here.
All right, so something
the liquor.
happened today, allegedly. You
I don't know
know,
where mine is. He's yelling,
something.
Allegedly, no, it definitely
Allegedly?
happened.
You know, so
and a lot of people are
Wendy?
pissed off.
yeah, I mean, they're talking about a night of rage.
Right.
Bring it
Night-
on. A
Night of rage.
pig will eat you in 18
And so-
hours.
and
That's
they're-
a night.
and the funny thing is, what are they targeting? Churches, Catholic churches.
Really?
Really?
Really? This is what they were talking about earlier.
They do know Catholics own guns, right?
But it's
putting-
because
I'm just putting that out
Well,
there.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but
just-
in
is-
some states they do.
Is
Hold on.
Catholicism the only religion that's anti-abortion though?
No,
No.
no,
Okay, so
not
then why-
even by a
why-
long shot.
Not
So
even
why
close.
target that?
Literally every religion that believes in a Bible
Right.
is against abortion.
It's funny. So you
So
go
why are
back
we-
and you look at like the Epic Times. You go back and you look at the Washington Examiner, and they are literally, the left is right now throwing Ruth Bader Ginsburg under the bus.
Who is that?
She's
And-
the
and she passed
this-
away.
Yeah.
Really?
So she is the little old lady. They had a movie
They're
made of
throwing a dead lady under the bus?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
dead Supreme Court justice. They're
Oh,
throw-
she's the one with what's her name took her spot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the little short one, and she had a movie made
Aw.
about her. They're throwing her. The left is throwing her under the bus. Why?
Because she's dead.
Because she did not quit when Obama was president, so that he could replace her.
And
So
that
that
has to
Obama
do with
could-
life? Are you kidding me?
Again, it makes no sense whatsoever, because still there would be
Come
a
here.
conservative number of justices on the Supreme Court that would be for overturning Roe
Roe
Wade.
versus Wade, right.
But on the other hand, now they're throwing. I mean, they are just
So
they're
what is- yeah,
lashing
what does
out.
she
They're
have to
lashing
do
out
with
in
it?
so many different directions. It's actually
I was her family, I would
ridiculous.
be like,
Okay, so let's back up.
But she
and
even
let's-
said, then the fair thing is, she is on the record of saying that she thought Roe Wade was incorrect,
okay,
that it was not worth. It was. I mean, she was a great litigator. She was a very good lawyer, and she is on the record of saying that Roe Wade was not. It was on the flimsiest of terms and should not have been the law of the land.
okay.
So let's go back and look at Roe versus Wade and really talk about, because I've seen
No,
so
they
many.
don't. Will.
I've seen so many posts the last couple of days, and it irritates the shit out of me because people are comparing how Trump feels about Roe versus Wade versus how Biden feels about it. Biden's going to say whatever he wants to fucking say to get reelected. So what he says is irrelevant to me.
But do you know that he was all for it a handful of years ago?
They
Of
said
course
he
he
was.
was.
They,
Of course he
they
was.
say
When he was still at the president, when he was still at the state level,
When he was
before he was
senator,
president. Mhm.
But
he
this is
wanted
absolutely.
he was one of the dissenting Democrats that wanted Roe versus Wade
Overturned.
overturned.
Yeah,
But this
course.
is the same man we're talking about that said a marriage should be between a man and a woman,
Yes.
and was starkly
Yes.
against gays
And now he's all for it.
And again, it
homosexual
just goes to
relationships.
prove the man just, I mean, he is.
He goes with
literally-
whatever can get him elected,
Well,
whatever
no,
he's told
not
to
even.
say.
He is Ron Burgundy.
He really is.
I don't know what that means.
That's a great comparison. That is great. You never watch Ron Burgundy podcast?
Just
Yeah, he's
just
funny
go
as hell,
and
but-
do, well, I mean, not even the podcast, but just go and YouTube Ron Burgundy, the original, Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
just how the movie opens.
Okay.
So he is, the premise of the movie is he is a TV newscaster,
Okay.
The anchor, and he reads whatever is on the podcast or whatever's on the teleprompter.
On the
Yeah.
teleprompter.
And so he literally goes, at one point, somebody puts a question mark on a thing on the and he sits there and he asks a question, and in the control room they go, "Who put a freaking question mark on there? You know he just reads what's on the teleprompter."
It's
And this is what we have.
As I said,
Grandpa
it's-
just reads what's
Grandpa
on the
just reads what's
teleprompter.
on the
It's a great,
teleprompter.
that's a great comparison.
The
It
sad
really
thing's
is.
going to be is what's going to happen when he can't read those and communicate to them.
So
Well,
let's
but the funny thing is, because you look at him and you watch him, and he sits there and he squints real tight.
yeah,
and
Yeah.
tries to
like he's
read.
thinking.
like he's
it's
shitting his
like,
pants, but
and it's
no, that's this.
yeah, when the arms get
When the arms get up, you know.
But on
it's
the
a
other
shitty
hand,
situation.
I mean, you can tell when he's clearly trying to deeply read the teleprompter and concentrate on it, and it's not pretty. And I guess there was something that happened earlier today. I meant to watch the actual live broadcast of his response to Roe v. Wade being overturned, and I didn't get a chance to. I was busy. But I guess there was a point where he went off teleprompter and he went and did his own thing.
But-
Grandpa
he
did
was
not get ice
off-roading?
cream after that.
They probably shut him off quick. But here's what
They're
I
like,
want.
oh, commercial.
Here's what I want to discuss tonight, because I've read a lot of comments from people, especially people that I know that I went to school with. I see them posting stuff. There's a lot of women that are very angry about what happened
Mhm.
today, and they feel like their rights have been trampled
Stripped,
on.
yeah.
Right, exactly. And I see a lot of comments saying, "Well, we're back in the '70s again," And my thing is, I want to explain kind of what this means that they overturned Roe versus Wade. It's basically, if my understanding is correct, now it's left up to the states to decide what happens when it comes to abortion.
Which is the way it,
it should be according to the Constitution,
Right.
right? So,
Absolutely. And we're not talking about morality. We're not talking about society. We're talking about legally.
but a lot of people are saying so they made this amendment to the Constitution, Roe versus Wade. Now they're taking it away. So how do you
Where do we go from here?
right? Exactly.
Well, and a lot of states now are jumping on the bandwagon with, they're going to go through and revisit their laws. And a lot have already done that leading up to this. And there's. That's funny.
Very
gonna have to-
similar.
Erica, I'm going to have to crack another beer for that one.
That is true.
Very similar.
Sorry, Wendy. I didn't mean to.
No, that's
jump on
okay.
you.
So, I mean, a lot of states, they've already, revamped their laws, and those that haven't, they're anticipating that they're going to do that.
There was
and they're making it more strict.
Mhm.
So
As
that's
it's up to the state. But isn't that why you vote for it? Isn't that why
Yes.
you vote for it on the
Yes.
state? So your voice
Absolutely.
matters. Isn't that what they're screaming?
absolutely.
Yes.
So vote for it.
Well, and I had
And that's actually what the president said
Yeah.
earlier today. He said basically Roe v. Wade is on the ballot, even though you won't see it
On the ballot.
actually say that.
officially, right?
Yeah.
And I know what you were going to say, Wendy. There's a lot of debate over this, and Lindsay and I had this conversation before the show tonight. Her and I, we don't really
Pre-drink,
see,
so it's good.
we don't really see eye to eye
We
on it.
don't.
But like I've said before on
You
the
want
show,
to see my shocked face?
Yeah. Hold on, we got to do that again.
Hold on. Do your shocked face that we
What's
don't
your shocked face?
agree.
So I think that women should have the right to decide in certain circumstances.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree with you on
But-
that. I
but
agree with you
that
on
I
that.
agree with you on, but I believe
Let's set that. We do agree on that.
I believe in a case of rape that a woman should have a choice.
absolutely.
But I think there needs
I
to be-
agree too.
I think there needs to be boundaries set, and I don't think you can wait 20 weeks to make that decision. I don't think that's right. You may not know right away you were impregnated, but at some point you're gonna know. You're either gonna have morning sickness, something's gonna happen that you're gonna miss
Miss your period.
right. That you're gonna say, hey, something's not right here.
I think there's a
long
lot
before
of
that.
what do you want to call it?
Gray area with that.
No, not gray area, but not believing that actually happened. There, you
There
know, what,
is.
you
There
know what I'm
is.
saying?
I'm
Like,
sure-
Oh, like it's that PTSD. Like it can't really happen.
right.
2 months later.
that didn't happen to me. There's a lot of,
Yeah.
so
2 months later, 8 weeks, you 100% have come to that realization and should be able to handle it. If not, you have made that choice to then keep whatever happens.
But I guess the question is, at least in my mind, now I will admit, obviously I'm male. I'm not
You don't have the right stuff. I'm
right,
sorry.
Yeah.
right. But the question in my mind, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that they're just saying it's up to the
there's more
states, and there are
boundaries.
very few states that I understand, as I understand it today. There are very few states that have outlawed it
completely.
completely.
Right.
The
It's
vast
the same
majority
ones that
of
have
them.
had it.
So I mean, so like there are a couple that I saw that they had trigger laws, and they've had trigger laws since 1973,
Mhm.
ready to go. That the moment that this got overturned, this law kicked in, and it was either Alabama or Mississippi or something
Probably.
like that. That literally said it is unless it
Not
is in
gonna
the case of incest or rape, it is
Do not.
denied. Period. But other than that, even Texas, who was the one that they were saying was barbaric, had said that after 8 weeks,
Mhm.
and I could be wrong on that date, on that timeline, but Texas had rolled it down pretty low and said after a certain amount, no.
No.
But the idea is that the vast majority of the states are saying that
It's fine up to
there
a
is
point.
a window in
Yeah.
the beginning that is okay, but we cut it off after a certain amount, and that is supposed to roll into what the vast majority of what from according to poll numbers, that's what the vast majority of the public in the United States believes is okay. That late term abortions is not something they want to do
That's a
And then-
human.
Unless there's a problem.
unless there's
Yeah,
a problem.
then
you know,
that's-
but
And
then
I get
that-
that.
is
But
that
then
is that
that's
the
not-
issue?
but
I guess
then
is
that's not
there
an
a problem?
abortion, and I guess that's what's hard for me to understand is, are people thinking that that's an abortion?
So
If
is
you're-
that not?
It's not an abortion. It's a medical necessity. That is now a medical procedure.
But see, I think the majority of the people still believe that is
and
still,
that's what's
still falling under
under
that
an
particular
abortion.
category.
that's
Correct.
just like the tubal pregnancies. When you have a pregnancy that's in your fallopian tubes,
right.
I don't care how much you want that baby. You
It's
can't
not going to
keep
happen.
it.
happen, yeah.
It
You can't keep
physically
it.
is not.
You will
gonna
die.
happen.
You will die.
Ectopic pregnancy.
Done.
Because-
Like not you have a tube. It does not stretch.
No,
like
it's not
no.
going to happen. Right.
We got a lot of comments coming in.
So
let's-
that's not considered an abortion, and I think that's where
And
everybody.
I'm going to just warn everybody right now. Unfortunately, we are going long.
yeah,
that's gonna happen.
that's
yeah.
gonna happen. So I think that's where the issue becomes is
They
when
think
they're
that you're
like,
taking that
"It's
particular
not a life."
aspect away.
yeah,
and it's
that's
like,
a
no,
medical
that's-
necessity.
Right.
You will die. And when it comes down to picking you or the baby, they usually leave that up to the father. What decision do you make? Do we save the baby? Do we save the mom when you're late term to that
Right.
point? Like,
Yeah, but
then they, of course, try to save both, but which one's more important?
Right.
But in an ectopic pregnancy, the baby's not going to survive.
Baby's not going to survive
baby-
either,
the
and it
baby's
could
not-
kill you.
Right.
But it's
Right.
still
So, is it technically considered an abortion? Yes, because you are terminating that fetus. So, yes,
Sorry, they're fighting
technically,
over here.
it could be considered an abortion,
Right.
but it's not. It's a medical procedure.
But see, and I think a lot of people are not seeing it that
As
way,
that
based
way.
on the the comments that I've been seeing
Yeah.
from my friends that are
left.
left
social
and
media.
for it.
Right.
That they think it's taking away that particular aspect of
No.
it. And it's like, no,
That's
that's
still a medical
totally
procedure.
separate.
See, because
Whole different thing.
unfortunately, and there's the part that I hear, that I see, that I'm seeing on the news. It's everything's being dealt in extremes,
Well, and of course
Sure.
they're
and
gonna.
it's
Of
not
course they're gonna use
technically
that.
it's not technically extremes.
We're making it extremes, and we're doing that with just about every topic there is. I mean, that's just the
No,
reality.
I mean
of it.
you're right. I don't disagree with that.
We're
but
doing
it's
that
just
because
the
we have
fact
no
that-
other way of getting
but,
attention.
But we're
And we want it our
we're
way instead of
glossing over
finding a
what the
common
actual
ground.
reality of
But
it.
are we pulling at the heartstrings of society, like normal
Yes.
society? Is that what we're trying to do
Yes.
to make it
Oh,
more
absolutely.
emotional,
Yes.
add more of an emotional
course.
content to it?
Of course, because then it's I have a 23-year-old baby, and I had to choose between my life and his.
Right.
Of
right,
course.
Exactly.
Why are we not going to tug at the heartstrings? Because that's the only way we're going to get anything done.
So I want
Well-
to get to some of these comments real quick.
Okay.
So the Desinde says that there's nothing in the Constitution that guarantees a woman the
And
right
that's
to an
what
abortion.
Right.
that's what
Absolutely.
That's
court
why
said.
it's being
Yes.
overturned. Yeah.
that's what the court said.
So what about all the women that are posting, and I can say this because I've read a lot of comments about it today, that it's taken their rights away.
Let me talk to him.
Yeah, but you have a jaded view because you're not
Nice.
you're not on the same playing field as they are. let's just put it to you that way. That's
They're not.
that's a nice way, right? Is that the best way to say
Don't
it?
say Elsie is
No,
not nice.
she's not on
Not
the same
nice.
playing field as these people. She's got a different.
She's very realistic.
She's been in the medical field. She's got a different perspective of how things work.
Yeah, I'm not nice.
Okay, it's different than general public. But so how do you answer that to women that feel like their rights have been stripped from them?
What
today?
right did you have taken from you?
They had a
Would be
right
my
to. They had a
exact answer.
right to make the decision to do what they wanted to do when it comes
What-
to.
So again,
what decision has
and
left?
my question,
though?
my
What
question
decision
comes
has
back
left?
to.
Is
them.
my question?
I
What
mean,
decision?
and I
The-
will say,
there's some
I
personal responsibility that I think people
Don't
can
want to
ta-
take?
right, because I mean there is the morning after pill.
100%.
You know, you can take that.
You can still have abortion up to 8 weeks in 99% of our states. So
Right.
what? 8 months in,
well,
you decide, oh, I don't
California
want
is
this
gonna
baby.
Make it 9 months or 8
and that's
9,
insane to me. You have
38
a fully,
weeks, I'm
you have
sure.
a fully developed child in your belly, and you're just
Give
gonna-
it up
you're
for
just gonna- you're just gonna
adoption.
kill it.
You don't want it,
Will's,
give it away.
To Will's point, California wants to make it up to including, from what
Birth.
I'm reading, and I could be
I'm
wrong,
sure.
but including when
Yeah.
contractions are happening.
That I mean, that's insane.
Yeah,
That's a fully
absolutely.
functional baby.
That is a
at that
fully
point.
functional baby.
As a baby that
So
can
at
live
that
outside
point,
the womb,
why do you not just have it and have a good day?
right?
Done.
And Angela's point is well taken. That's a very scary thing to think that women are
But
going to start
Angela,
taking
they
this.
do
We're
it
gonna
now.
go back
no,
to that.
absolutely. And
They
this
do
is-
it
this
now.
is the-
They've done
this
it
is
even
the-
when it was legal because we've had so many women that come in from vaginal bleeding because they decided to shove fucking scissors up there because it sounded like a great idea. And they come in with issues. So that's not going to change. I don't think you're going to have any more or any less because of this.
I mean,
You're going to have the backs, you know, the
Which we've always had.
the doctors
We've
in the
always had.
background, you know, offering
Doing it on the side table.
Right, yeah.
They've been doing that forever.
That's great, Michael. I read it before and I just put it up. Sorry, 'cause I was
Wow.
trying to
my
get to
God,
the
that's
comments.
just-
That's my
This
friend.
one time at band camp.
That's my friend. yeah.
so for the record, my understanding is, as of the count today, 26 states will allow it,
Seriously.
and 24 will not.
Yes, but so let's say Arizona doesn't
And when
allow
I
it.
say they will not, Arizona is a prime example. Arizona, Texas, the vast majority of the South, the Bible Belt,
Yeah.
we'll call it. They will
We the
not
Bible
allow
thumpers?
it. They will not allow it after so many weeks.
Absolutely.
They will allow it in the beginning.
Yep. Up
But
to a
once
point
it gets to a point where the baby
is considered
now,
viable.
like Texas is a prime example. Texas is where they think that there is a heartbeat. That is when there is a heartbeat detectable by a sonogram.
Right.
That is when
That's
Texas.
like 6 weeks. That's really early.
That's where Texas they cut it pretty low.
Okay, yeah, 6 weeks is pretty early.
I think it was 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
They said that was it. And so they said that's the point where they're going to say that stops. Once
Okay.
there's a heartbeat,
Okay.
that stops.
It's a living thing. Okay, I'm with you.
So, and Will, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right, but that's a whole different story.
Why are you getting this?
that's-
That
we're-
we can start.
We're
we can
another
talk about
hour
next
away
week,
from
Will.
that discussion.
We can talk about next week. She is just wow.
Yeah, she wants some attention.
And she's licking me.
Look, like I've said, and I've said all along, there's certain circumstances where I think abortion is okay. I think rape is one of those examples. But like I told
But-
Lindsay,
but-
hold on.
I have a question.
Hold on.
When you're done.
Like I told Lindsay earlier, there has to be boundaries set. You can't wait 8 months into pregnancy to decide you want to abort this.
And I would
Depends on the
would
state.
totally agree with
No,
that.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
so-
matter.
What do you mean?
Because
doesn't
I was
matter?
raped.
Hold on. Why does that not matter? If you know
Why-
you're
here's-
raped,
Here's my humble personal opinion.
Yes.
okay.
It's a third rail. Don't touch it. Everybody has to live with their own morality.
But a rape is
Why
out of
do
your
you have to?
control.
Why do you have to? So Lindsay's actually going to
I'm
be
trying to
like,
figure out what the third rail thing.
You pee on it, you die. You know.
yeah. You pee on
Oh,
it, you
okay.
die.
I'm with you now. I was
Don't
like,
touch
I
it,
don't
you're
get
gonna
the third
die,
rail thing.
You're gonna
Don't touch it. Okay, I'm with
living
you.
in Chicago, I know exactly what the third rail is
Right.
because there have been way too many people that have fucking pissed on the third rail.
Sends that voltage right
kinda
up.
wanna
my
see
God.
that.
That's
But
gross.
the whole point is, if you can live with the morality, peace be with you.
But this is the
go on.
thing. They
It
don't.
doesn't affect with me. And the thing is, because why do we need to express our morality on everybody else? There are certain things
It's
where
no different than saying, hey, I'm transgender. You need to accept it. And you need to give me all this stuff because I feel this way.
why do I have to give it to you? Why do I have to give you
Because
anything?
I'm entitled.
Why?
Because I'm different than you.
So
Exactly.
I'm different
So
than
why
you.
is it?
Why
so
don't
why
I get
is
free
that
shit?
different for transgender than it is
No,
for
no.
abortion?
I'm different than you, and I'm different than you, and I'm different than you. So why do I get?
I
why don't I get special treatment?
I don't know.
I get your
But
point.
see, if you're transgender and you're transgender and I'm normal, why do you get special treatment compared to me?
Right.
I
My
could
whole
not begin
point
to
is
tell you why.
everybody gets treated
Exactly
equally.
the
There is
same.
not this equality crap.
You're all a human.
Everybody gets
Done.
treated equally.
But here's the thing, John. To your point, and I agree with your point in a lot of respect. But women that at the time make that decision to have the abortion, okay, later on it's that post-mortem, I guess you would say, where they realize what happened.
Mhm.
When they come to fruition what really happened, that they kill the life, they suffer for it, like PTSD. and-
Seriously.
and it creates
Suicidal-
psychological
suicide
effects
attempts,
after
everything.
the fact. So why not head that off at the beginning? Why it's like our veterans. We need to learn how to treat them.
you
to
know what my
where-
answer is?
It's taking
What-
responsibility.
Mental health, and we don't deal
My
with
answer
that.
It is, but when
So?
you're raped, it's not your call.
It's
not. You didn't go
I-
out looking for that.
I get
it
that.
happened.
But you still have to deal with
No,
it.
no,
and
no.
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 No, it all comes down to mental health. Period.
I mean, I'm not.
And
I mean,
that's-
yes, but that's two different. We're talking.
It
we're,
is.
We're
It's
splitting hairs
it
in
is and
different
it's
directions.
not. It is and it's not because there's been so many women that I have dealt with in the hospital that have tried to kill themselves because they aborted somebody
Here, pull this up.
15 years ago.
So
15 years ago. Can you remember what you did 15 years ago? I can't.
right.
15 years ago, they've been holding on to this and living their life by that, not having good relationships. Shut up. Shut up, Michael. Not living good relationships because they've been traumatized by this choice that they made because
And
somebody
I-
told them because they got
and
raped.
there
they needed to
are-
abort
I mean,
this child.
Unfortunately,
And that's
Now I'm going to take the LC stance.
Oh boy.
There are a million different traumas out there, and I
Yes.
feel sorry for you,
yes.
but we cannot accommodate everybody's trauma.
Not accommodating,
we
but learning
accommodate
how
everybody's trauma.
we're not accommodating, but we're learning how to deal with it. We're learning how to give you the tools to go fix it. I'm not accommodating you. I'm not changing my life, but
And
you
Angela,
can
you're
at
right.
least.
Not everybody is treated equal. Guess
No.
what? The world is
Is
not,
not
fair.
Right.
So you
true.
need to figure out how to get those tools yourself, but we have not made those tools available. Just like our veterans, just like our PTSD veterans that are sitting on the side of the road that are going to get admitted to hospitals because they're going to say that they want to kill themselves for 4th of July
Because
because
there are
they
what
can't deal.
23 a day that kill
Yeah,
themselves.
because they can't deal with life.
I love Michael's point there.
And I would agree with that.
I think,
I
you,
think that
you
would be
should
great.
you should have to
Absolutely.
go through a whatever
Counseling
step program
session. Yeah, absolutely.
to reach that decision to get to have an abortion. So let me ask you straight out, John. I mean, I understand what you're saying. So do you think women fully should have that right to choose that?
To a certain extent.
What they do in their
To a certain extent, I think that
life is
they're
their
you know,
business.
second and third trimester.
No.
We
It's
got
pushing
we got to draw
Yeah,
a line
right.
somewhere. But on the other hand, if you want to do first trimester, peace be with you. It's your body. You figure it
No,
out.
yeah, and I would agree with that.
But in every circumstance,
Yes.
Even if they
Why is it my morality has to be projected on you?
it's not.
but it goes okay, so I'm gonna really blow this wide open now.
Oh,
Wow.
So we had a
Oh.
meme last week that said you all casted God out and invited the
Let the
devil
devil in, and now
basically.
you're
So
complaining.
if we're talking about a religious morality, every life is precious, right?
Yes.
Based on religion.
Yes.
So why would you destroy?
Why would we
life?
not protect life?
Why would yeah, exactly.
Why
would we not protect
why
life?
would you not be concerned about that baby, but you're concerned about Wendy? Oh, whole nother level.
No, I mean, no, I get it. I
It-
get it. But there's got to be a point where you got to draw a line in the sand.
For yourself or for everybody else?
Yeah,
No,
you're allowing
For
people to
yourself
be
with everybody else.
you're allowing everyone to be responsible for
For
their own
themselves.
decisions.
Absolutely, which is why I like Michael's thing to let them go through counseling. You have to be okay with this.
They need to understand
Right.
what happens. What most
Not
women,
just I can't deal with that. I got raped. I have to get rid of
most
it.
women say I'm going to go have an abortion, but they don't realize what the process.
What
is.
happens later?
If you literally sit them down and showed the slides that we showed, what 3 episodes back,
You didn't let me show 'em.
of what happens or what we're going to show during an abortion, I bet you a lot of women would change their mind.
And they say that a lot. They
And I-
say that if people actually watched an abortion happen,
Sounds great.
a
It's
lot of them
barbaric.
would actually change their mind.
It's barbaric
But
again,
at nature.
So why don't
That
we
is
do?
their decision.
So
It
why-
is, and I agree. So we should do counseling and show them what actually is going to happen, what we're actually going to do to that fetus,
Okay,
which is fine because if you make the decision after that, that's fine. You're good with it. I don't care what
I'm going to ask
do.
you something. So if a 15-year-old gets raped
Yeah.
and she gets impregnated, do you think she has the mental capacity to make that decision?
Yes.
You do?
Nope. Your brain isn't fully functioned until you're 23.
No, I'm gonna
Fully
all right. So
functioned.
you want my honest opinion?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
My honest opinion is no. The 15-year-old does not have the mental capacity. But,
mom
on
and
the other
dad
hand, the
should-
15-year-old doesn't have the capacity to be able to raise a child.
True.
No, not at
You're
all.
right.
True.
But
Exactly.
she can
So
have
the
that
point
fetus and
is,
give it away.
It doesn't matter. I don't have to live with that.
True.
The
True.
15-year-old does.
What if it's your 15-year-old?
It doesn't matter.
It does so
No, it
matter.
doesn't.
Because you're now the grandparent.
Because even if I had a 15-year-old daughter that
you're
got
now
pregnant,
the grandparent.
technically that is, I mean, granted, it's I'm going to, as a parent, and do my due influence, but I honestly don't have the final to say.
No, not at all. I agree. You do not get the final say. It should be up to her, but you both need to be involved in that.
That's a great idea about us, the books. Whoop.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
And
I-
why don't we do we have sex education in high school. Why don't
We don't have it anymore. I didn't have it.
What?
Really?
Did not
What?
have it. Nope.
So why don't
Not
they-
the embarrassing separating of the boys
Nope,
and the girls?
Not at all.
what?
Oh,
This
son
is a
of
penis and
bitch.
this is a vagina. Did not have it.
All right. So Angela says, I think a woman has her choice because some ladies will keep a rape child. All right.
Yes.
Great. That's great.
I mean,
If
that's,
they-
I mean, I get it.
Mhm.
Isn't
Again,
that how you
it's
got all
you do
yours?
you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I think there are similar consequences to a 15-year-old if she keeps it or gives it
away or aborts it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
I think if she gives
Again,
it away, she has that
You
chance to
do
deal with it
what
later.
you need to live with.
Back in the 80s, a good friend of mine had an abortion because of health issues. Her heart wasn't strong enough to go through pregnancy. She had to watch a video and get counseling
Before.
That is
before she had it.
not an abortion.
It's a medical procedure.
That is a medical
At that point.
procedure. That is not an abortion. Yeah.
15's probably
Oh,
iPods
jeez, Mike.
storing condoms.
Come on, Michael.
on.
I mean,
Sad
you
but
might
true.
be right, but unfortunately.
And then making a TikTok about it.
right.
But
Probably
you know, we would hope that any 15-year-old girl that gets pregnant is all of a sudden having.
I would hope
oh,
that any 15-year-old girl
is
is keeping
having
her
a
legs
rea-
crossed and not
well,
being a
but she is-
dumbass.
But any 15-year-old that gets pregnant all of a sudden is having a reality check.
Right.
Welcome to
and-
life.
And so, you know, I would hope that at some point, and therein lies actually kind of a reinforcement of my thoughts, in that if she can sit there and literally say, I don't want this, I don't need this, I can't do
And
this.
if she can tell me why,
then she is probably correct in the fact that she is probably able to say, because she will not be a good mother.
and if she can say why, that's why I think the counseling is a great idea and going through the videos. If you can sit here and tell me why you don't think you can have this, because I want to finish school and I want to go to college or whatever reasons those are, absolutely. 100%.
Was that a worthy shot? That wasn't even crap in there. That was the spit in the bottom.
Yeah, it was
That was the bug in the
Fill
bottom.
Fill that SOB up.
That's
and take
strong.
a shot.
Are you gonna do another one?
No.
Make him
hell
take
no, that
another one.
Stuff sucks.
Well, that's why that
I
one
did
little
a bug. Hey,
sip
do
was-
a bug,
Hey.
and then you can talk to me.
do a bug.
I did a bug.
Shoot
today.
a bug. It wasn't even enough protein to make anything. You want some of
It
this?
does- yeah, I'll take.
So are we all in agreement that
No,
Not even close.
Wow.
not
I
even
didn't-
close.
I didn't even ask my fucking question.
It doesn't
and you're
matter. We are
automatically
not in
shooting me
agreement
down.
here.
Wow. Okay.
Because I will tell you what, and here's the problem with the Republican Party. The right needs to get off LGBT.
100%. Sorry.
The right needs to get off abortion and
Let it go.
LGBTQ ABC.
Whatever. You want to suck a wiener when you have a wiener, go for it, bro. Like, I don't
The
even
right
care.
needs to get off that altogether. You do you, and that's my stance. You do you,
As long as you keep
and
it way
I
over there.
but
Do
on the
you
other
as long
hand,
as it's way over
yeah,
there.
if you are not forcing it down my throat,
Go for it, bro.
literally,
You're the one that has to suffer
then
the
I
consequences.
don't care.
Literally.
you do what you want to do.
You want to be a dude and dress up in a dress and,
And then we
fling your
stop-
wiener around? Go for it.
And the thing is, we would stop the insanity in
Done.
this country.
Done.
So Angela brings up a great point. So there is enough people that want to adopt. What's going to happen to all the orphans? So are we better off aborting those babies?
And-
Is it better for them?
That's not no, and
That's a
I would
point I think
disagree.
I
I mean, I love Angela, but I would disagree.
Angela, do you
are-
want me in charge of all your
there
children?
are-
Come on now.
there
That's
are-
not a better decision.
There are adoptive parents out there standing in line being denied.
Do you know how expensive it is?
And why?
Holy
is-
crappos, it
why
is
is that the case?
insane. It is
Why is that the case?
insane. So one of my girlfriends did it. So her and her husband had a baby together, but she had terrible like blood sugar issues and just awful issues while she was pregnant. So she's like, I'm never going to get pregnant again. But they wanted more kids because she was adopted. So they went and adopted three babies. They took on three siblings. They
Yeah.
took home. It cost them over $11,000 to go through all the classes to get all the like come and check my house and all this other garbage
See,
before
and
they could
and
adopt these
and
babies.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what in the fudge nuggets?
No, I saw that, and
You
it
spent-
actually is a great
Yeah.
success story. For
It
Christy.
is.
Well, not only that,
Her and her daughter.
I want to attribute that because I would say that her daughter had great parenting
Yep.
growing up.
Yep.
And a good
so-
support system. Because
Right.
let's face it, a lot of parents
Absolutely.
probably would
You have it,
not
it's yours.
be
Bye.
would
Yeah.
not be supportive of a teenage daughter.
Wanting to keep the baby.
Right. So I mean, it all goes back to the parents or the, the
Absolutely.
grandparents
Involved.
Right.
It's nothing.
Really?
I want to know how long it took for him to type
Hey.
out Snuffleupagus.
She's
Yeah.
not
Right.
on. She can't. She's in trouble.
Wendy finally jumped on.
Winnie's in trouble.
You
Oh,
really,
again.
you're on. You always
Hey,
get in
she
trouble on
was. She was
Facebook.
not
What
in
the
trouble
hell?
for like 2.5 months.
Man, I'm
That's
telling
pretty
you.
good. That's like a record.
They should
She was
just count
not in
babies that
Facebook.
should have been.
That is
aborted.
Wendy's record.
Like 2.5 months and not being in Facebook jail. Yeah, it's pretty good. Usually it's like 4 days.
But going back to Christine's comment, that's really what's missing in society is true parenting, because I think honestly, and mom and dad, I'm going to speak for you guys now, but I think if they had a daughter and she got pregnant, they would have said, you know what, this is your deal now. You deal
Have
with
fun
it.
with
You
that.
better figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I think that's.
But
I mean,
I
there
also-
was, I mean,
I
to an
also
extent,
think-
I mean, you're absolutely right, because there was not too long before that where if a daughter got pregnant, she was thrown out of the house.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right, exactly,
Absolutely.
exactly.
But that's that weird line. But it's also to the fact that if this daughter came to your parents and said, hey, I want to keep the baby, can you watch him at night so I can go to work because I'm going to school during the
They
day?
absolutely would have
Because
100%
you know,
would have
and I
done
want
it.
to, well, I want to point a question at Kath. So if
I don't even know where she is.
She's on.
is she on? She's
Yeah,
on.
she was on
I
there.
thought I-
She's
I thought I
somewhere.
saw her on.
She was on.
I mean,
back
so
there.
if you had gotten pregnant at 16, if you'd be willing to share, what would have happened?
Good question.
Dude, if I'd have gotten pregnant at 6,
Yeah, but hold on.
whooped
Back
my
Yeah.
back when our parents were young,
Ooh.
things were very different.
That was a different time.
It was a different time.
And it
Ooh,
comes
I grew
back
up in
to,
that
I mean,
time.
there is a good book that I have read that talks about the disappearing American adult.
What?
The disappearing American adult.
Okay.
And it talks about the fact that there are different aspects that we deal with or don't deal with
Okay.
compared to previous generations where they had, you know, and even going back 100 years, you know, dealing with the flu or whatever the pandemic was back in the 17, 18, 17, 16s, you know, things of that nature, 2 world wars and things like that. Not necessarily required to have a high school education, not necessarily required to have a
Grade school education.
you know, well, whatever. I mean, you know, the fact that the vast majority of them went to work when they were, you know, 14 or 16
Yeah.
years old. And now all of a sudden we've become very soft and we've become very, you know, accommodating. And so it's become an issue of, you know, are we raising a bunch of children that are not
Growing up?
used, well, they're not used to sacrifice.
No, not at all.
They're used to everything
They're
being
handed
handed
everything
to
to them.
Yes.
100%. And we're seeing that in the workforce. I know you guys are too. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's hard. You want me to actually work? Like, it's hard. I can't. It's hard. I can't do that.
So Erica says she got pregnant at 18, but wouldn't have been any different if she was younger. So it would have been the same outcome if she
Okay.
was younger. I was at the
With her during her whole pregnancy, her and her boyfriend had me in their delivery room with them. My children have always been open and honest with me about everything. But that's the way you raise
And
them.
th- and that's-
Christine.
yeah,
That's
see,
the
and
thing.
so
important.
you're absolutely right.
You
You know, and
raise
it goes
them
back to
that
both,
way.
you know, it goes back to both Erica
And
and,
that's what
Christine
changed.
and Christine's daughter, because of the fact that there were the morality aspect of it that you are, I don't know what you want to call it, you know, that is instilled in you that
You're
you're
responsible for your
responsibility.
actions.
Yeah.
For
it's a
your
responsibility.
actions.
You know, and so Kathy brings up a good point. You know, she says she would have kept it, you know, but it would have been
The
a whole
daughter or
different,
the grandbababy?
but it would have
I
been a
just
whole
wanna
different
clarify.
stigma.
The daughter.
It would have been a whole different stigma back
Just
in
saying,
the day.
keep the
Right.
baby, get rid of the
Right.
daughter. You know, I just wanted to make sure.
It's not just different times people and their bratty kids or nutcases.
Seriously.
And that's the point. The point is it's a different time. Back in the day, you know what? You fucked it up, you own it. That's your point. That's the point, right?
But those
I
days
mean,
are gone. So
they-
we
they are
have
gone.
to
Right.
so we
So
have to
what's-
deal
but
with
this
the
is the
kids
issue
of
is-
today then.
How do we deal with those kids? Because we're now what 2 to 3 generations in on these children.
Yeah, we're not going back in time.
We're
We
never going to
can't-
go back. So
no.
how do we just deal with it?
and that's
Children are awful, Michael. Don't do
And
it.
Michael, you're absolutely right, because
Don't do
there's
it.
where Alan West made a great point. He said that the problem that we're having right now dates back to the
People not whooping the shit out of their children.
I'm drawing a
Just
blank, and
throwing it out there.
I know better than this, and I'm trying to, you know, who was the president after FDR?
Dad.
Ask Lindsay. She knows.
Washington? I don't fucking know. Really?
Washington, really?
I don't
You
have
go
any
for
clue.
Washington over
Lyndon B.
anybody?
Johnson. So Lyndon B.
Okay.
Johnson was the one that
Who?
Lyndon B.
Lyndon B.
Johnson.
Johnson.
That's a president?
Yes.
LBJ.
Yes.
LBJ.
LBJ.
That's another thing in my world.
LBJ wrote the law.
Do you know what LBJ stands for?
Don't go there. Don't, really. Just don't go there. We got so many comments.
Oh
to
my
get to. Just
God,
don't
we
go
are
there.
so far behind.
Let John finish.
and I'm at this point. I'm gonna just run it out till it dies. If this goes 4 more hours,
So
I'm okay.
sorry.
I'm in.
I gotta use the restroom at some point.
I know.
I'm gonna have
so
to
we need
pee.
figure
So-
this
I'm gonna
out.
pee if I keep laughing hard.
LBJ was the one that if memory serves right. Now memory's a little foggy at the moment, but if memory serves right, LBJ was the one that and that actually created the modern single parent family because they created the welfare system
True.
Oh,
to-
around that.
around the single parent family and rewarded, unfortunately, parents for having unwed children.
No, I had a
Right.
friend. I had a girlfriend. We were no longer friends after
And
my
Alan
comments.
West was the one that points this out.
Well, my girlfriend got knocked up by a boy. Shh. Hey. Got knocked up by a boy. And literally, we had this conversation. She was like, if I have one more baby, then I can have the state
Pay for
pay for everything. Because after one baby, like she made too much for the one baby, but if she had 2 babies, then they would pay for everything. They'd give her food
Was it
stamps.
Truman?
Truman, yeah.
They'd pay for all of her like daycare and all this other stuff. And I'm like, so you're going to bring another kid into a situation where you can barely make it already, but let's have another one because the government will pay for it.
Yeah, because they pay you more, and therefore you don't have to go to work, and that created
Yeah, we were no longer friends after
that
that.
created a lot of bad behavior.
Yeah, we were no
Can-
longer friends.
Can I just say that I
After
love
that.
our audience because everybody's like, you know what? You got knocked
But,
up.
but
you
again,
deal with
this
it. You
is
want
this
it.
is a hot
I mean,
topic.
It is. It's a
It
very hot
is.
topic.
Yes, women like that should be sterile. Do you know how hard it is to try to get? Sorry.
Put
Do you-
that up so everybody
I'm so
else can
sorry.
see.
Do you know how
Sorry,
hard
I
it is
missed
to
it.
try to get a woman to be sterilized by the state? It's fucking hard.
Well, they can't even get pedophiles to be sterilized.
Sorry, Wendy. You know, you got to stop getting in trouble on Facebook. That's your
You know,
problem.
Wendy, just
I don't know what kind of people
love
you're
you,
hanging out
love
with.
you,
Wendy.
Wen, but you are just gotta have, you gotta dial it back a little.
She gets crazy
Yeah.
because she puts shit like that on Facebook.
I
That's
said,
why.
if you don't want to have kids and take out your junk and not get pregnant,
Not even that.
but they're
Close your
self-isolate children
legs.
and babies. Yeah. I mean, responsibility, accountability.
Wrap it
I guess,
up.
is
Put a
the word.
fucking.
I was
Well,
gonna
don't put
say
a grocery bag on it.
there-
That doesn't work.
There's a lot of birth control out there, and there's the more
The morning
day
after pill. If
yeah.
shit happens, you can use that up to 2 weeks. 2 weeks, y'all. Just saying. 2 weeks, you can use the morning after pill, and it. I mean, of course, it dwindles the
Do-
farther away you get, but there are options.
I got to ask, do we have a quiz tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Continue
to
your
pee.
conversation because I got to use the restroom too. So
Okay, you
go,
pee and
you
then
go
I'll
ahead
pee.
first
All right.
because this is definitely.
I'll see you're
gone-
in charge.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
9
fact,
kids.
she's-
Oh shit! I thought
she
Willow
needs
was like,
to-
"Oh my god, you have
She
9
needs to
kids."
pay
Did you
for my
tell
9
Erica?
kids. The fact is, people are stupid to respond. Yes, I agree with that. Well, 100%.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, every single one of them, Angela.
Are
Every
you
single one of
going?
them.
No.
Oh.
Jumping on the driver's seat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was like, oh, what's happening?
John's jumping in the driver's
Every single there's a dog right here.
There's
Every
dogs-
single one, Angela. Every
there's
single
dogs
one.
everywhere.
There's only 2 dogs.
Oh my god.
Just 2 dogs. It's just what is a YVA?
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah,
Oh,
4 kids. And wow, this is freaking loud. And you
Yeah,
get the
he's deaf.
He is deaf.
that's called
And you divorced
gigging
and
for
you have to
years.
Get the okay for the ex-husband to get your tubes tied, and seeing that's bullshit.
hold on. In West
And,
Virginia, if you have 4 kids and get the okay from your husband, if you're divorced, okay, what?
yeah, if you're divorced, you have to get the okay from the ex-husband to get your tubes tied. That's BS.
But you're not married to him anymore.
It doesn't matter.
Why
And
doesn't
see,
he
and
get
that-
a
No,
decision?
I agree with you because that is the point where that if
That's when you
you
shoot
are
him and it's fine.
divorced, and I mean,
Then you don't have a decision.
and I
So
could
you have
I
to
could
get the
waiver I
okay.
could waiver both
So
sides.
if
on
I
even
want
if
to
you
get
are
my
married.
tubes tied and we are not married, you have a say in it? Is that what that says?
That's what that says.
Holy crap, Angela.
First-
9 kids?
Yeah, she's got a fucking shit ton. And how many
Wow.
grandbabies?
Hey,
'Cause
you know,
we didn't
and,
add
that-
those.
and that's
We
fine.
didn't add those in.
I mean, and you know, and
She's the one who sneezed near a boy and got knocked up.
well, that's my sister. I love my
happens.
sister to death, and my sister is like that. You know,
Does.
she looked at her ex-husband the wrong way, and she got pregnant.
Like she winked at somebody
Yeah,
and she's like,
exactly.
"Oh, I'm
No,
knocked
she
up
just,
now."
no,
Like
she just looked at him and she
Yeah,
got pregnant.
she's knocked up.
So, it's like, love my sister to death.
she knows that's what happened.
What's with 5?
What is-
5? What?
5 grandbabies.
5 times you just looked at them?
She's like, no, 5 grandbabies.
Oh, 5 grandbabies. Holy
Yeah, and
cow.
she's her. So
I'm not even sure. I
say
saw a
it.
jerk on here,
Her-
and I was like sitting there and going, I'm not sure I should be clicking on this.
No problem. So Angela has the
Go sit over there.
oldest
I
daughter.
got this
I
now.
think
This
it
is
is.
freaking here.
The oldest daughter is the one that keeps having all the grandbabies, which is fine.
This is
because-
fun as shit.
because I love the first grandbaby is the reason why I have my family, so it's fine. And oh my god, the baby! Every time I call, she screams my name in the phone. Swear, she's like,
and I shouldn't laugh. God bless me.
It's hilarious. She's
I'm
3.
sorry, Angela.
she is. She
Okay.
can't have the latex,
Okay, so I shouldn't laugh.
but she still
I just-
sneezes
yeah, that-
and gets
that sounds like
pregnant when
something
she
I
looks
would've-
at somebody.
that sounds like something teenage
So-
me would have said.
So she's allergic to everything. So she has 2 grandbabies that live with her that she is taking care of from her oldest. She is taking care of 2 babies that are not hers.
How do I get this off?
with a daughter? Click on it.
again.
With a daughter
Oh.
that does not live with her, who lives out of state. She has 2 grandbabies that she is taking full time because this daughter
Oh, wait.
decides to be a hooker, like
See,
a
and I think-
literal,
See, at
like
least
a
I made
literal
God bless.
hooker.
I made Angela laugh. Okay, I'm good with that. I feel good.
like a literal hooker, and hooks for drugs and has all these babies, and then expects her mother to take care of
See,
these
and
babies.
that's
Freaking
just wrong.
loud.
That is not right.
I can say I don't know how you hear it because I can't hear shit.
So
So
we-
I must be
Turn it up. You know where to find it. Turn it up.
So
this
she
is freaking like
can't-
it is like echoing in my head.
So that
crap.
like this.
Yeah,
It's
this
better.
is fucking.
So
loud.
we tried with the newest
There we
baby
go. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna just
to
do
try
one.
to get her tubes tied the last time she was in the hospital
Oh,
when
this
she
is
had the
exactly
twins.
what Christine's saying.
Yeah, they wouldn't. No, it's not the ex-husband wouldn't okay it. They wouldn't allow it because she was still deemed competent. She passed by 2 fucking points. 2 points. She passed this
Oh,
test
see.
saying that she's competent. Even the NICU nurses were like, she's not taking this baby home. She doesn't understand anything that needs to get done. With the newest baby, they were twins. They were born at 21 weeks because she decided to do too much coke and it made her go into labor. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. And the one baby died. The boy died. He had a brain hemorrhage and died.
Oh.
The youngest girl has a hole in her heart and a hole in her brain.
Oh man,
she's
that's
she's
horrible.
good to go. She's the one that yells at me on the phone.
Yeah,
Comes over here, runs all over the house. She's insane. But she's now taking care of her.
See, and
She
that's
is now
wrong,
gonna
that
take-
you're not
She
taking the
can't.
responsibility.
She is not mentally capable enough to.
okay,
But she
But-
is just mentally capable enough to pass the test to say that she's mentally capable enough to live.
but there's always
is
going to
what
be
that
that
lane
exception,
is.
right?
yeah, I think so.
I mean, there's always going to be that.
So they
exception.
won't tie her tube. So how many more grandbabies is she going to get stuck with? Because she can't take care of them. She's too busy hooking and doing drugs. So where does that line come from? That's my issue.
Well, see, and it
Not the
probably-
abortion thing,
and
but,
so
like-
does
but does that tie back into the abortion issue then? If
No.
you have someone that can't and
Because
will
she's not smart enough to even know that she can get an abortion.
but
It's
but
I'm
should
sorry.
it
Like
be
if you've met this
more-
girl, it's I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I've planted myself here. I am.
how
stuck.
am I supposed to do your quiz?
Well, you're going to have to figure it out. So, especially
I'm
since I
screwed.
know
You
all
ain't
the
taking the
answers.
more, Angela. Hold on.
Right.
Go to that bottom one. On June,
From Michael.
bottom one. No, the bottom one.
I don't
Hold
even
on,
see
hold
your
on,
we
quiz
gotta
on
catch
here.
No. So Michael says I have a chick at work that will play hurt for 6 months out of the year, every year, because she's lazy and needs to watch her kids.
Kick
No,
her in the
and then
vagina.
And I mean, and there's my biggest issue with the fact that the whole welfare system in general is the fact that there are people that will take advantage of the system.
There's always gonna
There
be.
are
Yeah,
people that
you're always
always
going to have that.
take advantage of this. I am caught up in the freaking chair. There are always people that will take advantage of the system.
Okay,
And
this is
that's the
weird.
issue.
This
That's
is weird.
That's no, this is not. This is great.
Wait,
And so this
I'm sure Wendy's looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" Sitting there?
She's like, "You're very hairy. Can you go back to the other side?" That's a lot of.
no, this is hey, we're gonna live with this.
Go to Angela's
Oh, shh.
right now, June 24th at 8:51 p.m. I am calling bullshit.
No, don't
I
say
ain't
that.
taking no more. Is that what you're
Calling bullshit. You know damn well there's another one.
No,
You're going to be
No.
calling me because you're on
No.
your way to whatever state
no.
to go get a fucking baby.
No.
Put
No.
my host the Brooks comment up there. That's pretty funny.
AB is all set. She is.
She's
good.
gonna
She-
get one,
no,
and ain't
AB
even
is
gonna
all
nope. She's
set.
gonna
I
get
got,
one.
I got
Nope,
faith in you, AB. You're good. You're good to
nope.
go.
She's gonna bring home another one,
No,
and
she's
it's gonna be
not.
even
No.
a worse terrorist than the one she
No.
has now.
No, AB, you're not.
No.
No, not at the state paid for
She's
it
a
at all. You
sucker.
are
She's
good.
a
No,
sucker.
No, AB is all good. She is
No,
all
she
good.
is a sucker.
No, she's
Just
not.
wait till the wedding. You're gonna see how big of a sucker she
No,
is.
no, it was all about the fact that it's so
Yeah,
easy.
it
to
totally
run this.
fell off the
Yeah,
bicycle.
we,
didn't it?
we fell off the bicycle.
the,
freaking-
the wheels came
we
off.
fell off
And
the
we're
gonna
bicycle
try
like
to
a freaking
ride.
hour ago.
But did we get an ice cream?
The wheels came off at 7:01. I hate
Yeah.
to tell you,
Yeah,
but, you know,
the
yeah.
wheels fell off.
Okay, I think we need to do our.
Oh, we're gonna do the quiz.
Oh, don't
The
put that.
quiz.
I have
don't
to
put that
pee.
pressure
Oh,
on
that
me.
I have to
is-
pee.
do it. You gotta pee.
Where's your PowerPoint?
Alt tab.
Stop. Hold on.
Really?
Alt tab.
Where the hell's your
Alt?
alt?
Tab over on the left.
Where's Alt on every freaking keyboard?
It's not the
Alt.
same.
Yes, it is. Alt tab and find the freaking.
This,
Is this really that hard?
That's not helping me.
Alt. Hold down the Alt and hit
Yeah.
tab.
I did that.
And it should
Oh.
pull up all the different. And you can tab through all the different open windows. Do I have to tell you how Windows works?
It's not doing it.
Yeah, tabs up there.
Oh,
That's tab. That is tab. Ooh, I get to actually do the quiz tonight. This is going to be fun.
it's not helping me. How do I cheat? Damn it. How do I do it? Wendy, what do
Wendy,
I do?
don't look. Wendy, don't look. Wendy can't look
No,
because she
but
does-
at least she give me on the screen. I mean, I find it, but it's like circling. Ooh,
Alt
shit. That's probably
tab.
not what it's-
Come on, you should be able to do.
Wait, where's the quiz?
No, just hit tab once.
Hold down the Alt.
Alt.
Hold down the Alt,
Yeah, I am.
and you should be able to hit the tab button to go to the.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Whoa, but that's starting on the wrong question there.
So just hit F5.
I'll just scroll.
There's a lot of F's and
This-
alts and.
Too many F's for me.
Okay.
What happened? We lost. Oh,
She's going to the washroom.
there you go. You're on the right one.
There
now.
we go.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Oh, you lost it.
Well, Elsie's not here.
Okay.
What are we going to do? Start it without her?
No, don't start it yet.
And so
I
she's
just
going
wanna
to jump
see-
in on question 3. That would be fun.
Oh, you're going down. Okay.
Yeah, but if I go to this one, how do I go to the next?
Hold on. I got to jump up. Where are we at here? Alt tab. Alt tab.
Thanks, Angela.
Alt tab.
That's not
Yeah,
helping
see,
me.
At least she knows.
This is a Windows
Mine is a
PC. I'm
waste.
used to
okay,
Mac.
So Ghost
Sorry.
is all up there. And Mike says, we know who I praise. It's single black and Mexican women who raise their kids alone, working their asses off, but white girls feel privileged to do silly things. You know, there is.
That's
it's-
'cause
it's-
their,
it's a-
black
no,
and
because I'm
Mexican
gonna
mother
say-
will beat
I'm-
the shit
no,
out
I
of
mean,
them.
honestly, I'm going to say it's across the board because it's everybody that
True.
sits there and abuses the system.
There are
And
those that
so-
do and those that don't. And I mean,
Did
you're gonna
Winnie
get
really
there.
just say that Biden was a waste of sperm?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question though, because I thought about this while I was peeing.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Well,
if
then we
I.
got to reconfigure what you're thinking about when you're peeing.
That's when I do my good thoughts. So I'm not comfortable with Keith doing the quiz because you know the answers
Hmm.
Oh.
and you now see the answers. So me and Wendy are by ourselves.
Yeah, I would
Hmm.
agree.
This is
with
crap.
that.
What do we do? Scoring?
No, yeah, we always do.
Do we? Who's winning so
Always.
far?
None of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christine,
Why is that the case?
So do we need to change?
you need to
spots,
switch.
Johnny?
You need to go back over there because you need to be equally not knowing with what's
Oh,
happening as the
man.
rest of
Really?
us.
Is this how this happening?
No, I like this. I'm not willing to give the seat up.
Wow.
Wow.
Then I don't think
Finally,
we should do the
I'm
quiz.
finally in the seat of power.
Lindsay-
I don't think we
Lindsay's
should
not
do
happy.
the quiz.
Get your ass over here.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
That was a demand. If I
that
ever
was a
heard one.
demand.
And you know that woman picked you for who knows what reason, so I wouldn't piss
I,
it off.
you know, that is for sure.
All right.
I don't know why she did.
Just putting that out there. I don't know if I would push that. Yeah. Don't run over my babies. Which one is it? Oh, it's yours. She's fine. She's got enough fluff. She can't feel it.
You're not going to like this quiz anyway, Lindsay.
I feel like I should have.
Really? Did you cheat
I
and
should
just
have
push
now
through it?
because I, now all of a sudden I can't hear.
Right? See? I told you it's different.
He sits there and he was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
keep
it
the
was
step."
loud.
And I was like,
it was
"Yeah."
freaking loud.
Look, I've been a musician my whole life, so you know what? Shut up.
All right.
Let me do another shot.
Play the freaking.
Go for it. We should do another shot. Hand that to John and Wendy.
Violin here.
Nobody wants to drink my Jameson?
No,
No.
God
Do you
damn.
want to drink that?
I'm drinking it now.
it's because you've had 8 of them already.
That's
It
only
doesn't
the-
matter. Your
No, I
face
haven't.
is
You are
numb.
just,
Let me smell it.
Oh, what? That's mixed with the bourbon.
me smell it.
So, smell it. There you go.
oh, that at least it gives it a little bit of
No.
something.
You got to try a little sip of it. We got to see the Lindsay face. Come
No.
on, just try a little sip.
No.
Just do a
Oh,
little
we
sip.
have gone a long time
Come
without
on,
the
just a
Lindsay.
little
No.
sip. We need the Lindsay
A
face.
baby, a
we
baby
have
one.
not. Yeah, we haven't
A
seen the
baby,
Lindsay.
a baby.
Oh, you
No,
know what?
don't get rid of the good stuff.
I was gonna say maybe if
Oh.
you mix it with the burban cream. it won't-
No. Come on, that's
why,
not giving.
Yeah.
why ruin the bourbon cream?
That's not giving us a true interpretation of how this whiskey.
Oh,
is.
it's still really well. It smells like ass.
Oh,
It's my
love that. Love that Buffalo Trace
It's so good, right?
in it.
Even their normal whiskey is really good.
Well,
Not-
it
not
is.
the-
Have
And
we
now
tried
Buffalo
it?
Trace. Now I've said this, right? I
Did
said
we
this in the
try it?
past. Buffalo Trace is supposed to be the oldest whiskey
There you
Come on,
in
Mike.
the U.S.
Mike, okay, hold on. Mike, you do not live very far. You are more than welcome. We have 2 shows without John and Wendy. You want to pick up the second one?
Oh, come on up
Just
here
saying.
and have some Buffalo Trace.
Yes. Have you had a San
picklebacks,
Juan Hooker?
San Juan Hooker is a pickleback. So
I'm not quite
What
sure
is
how to take that.
pickleback?
you guys haven't had that?
A
No,
San Juan
We-
Hooker?
all right. Here's the thing. We have to do it before we have pickles. You
What?
guys
You
have
have
to
to
do
do it
it
right
before
now.
we leave.
We're
They're
leaving on
leaving
Wednesday.
today.
No. I mean tonight before you leave. You have to do one.
So
So-
we're doing it right now.
So you shoot tequila and you chase it with pickle juice.
What?
Do I have
I'm
enough
telling you,
tequila?
it's
Are you freaking
good.
crazy?
It's so
You have
fucking
tequila.
good. It's
I know
not
you
even
have
funny.
tequila.
Well, what
She's got the
difference?
name. I will. All right. I
What
will
difference
say,
is it? I mean, it's salty, so
It's
you.
so
It's
good.
really good. It really is.
I
It's
will.
back of
Okay.
lunch and
All right.
I know.
When it comes to
Seriously,
pickles,
it's
I
far.
follow
You
whatever
can
the
stay though. We
Clausen
have a
says.
room.
I thought Michael was close.
Glendale.
That's
So-
close.
That's
Yeah.
close.
That's-
Yes,
that's
but
beautiful.
no.
It's in the
Somewhat.
valley.
We have a good friend that moved. So Jameson pickle
Jameson
juice.
and
I don't know about that,
Shiny pickle
but
juice.
tequila and pickle, and we have pickle juice.
I do.
What?
So do I need that for right now?
Why do you have pickle juice?
Wendy and John need to try before they leave tonight.
So good.
All right.
So-
Well, we're not going to do it on the air.
We'll take a video of it and
we're
we'll post
like
it.
we're like running way long.
Who
fine.
cares? We got to make up for last week. Last week
And you're
was a
gonna be
last
gone the
week was
next.
a boring
You're
show.
gonna be gone the next 2 weeks.
Well, True.
You
and
know
you guys
what?
are
We'll
going.
start
Oh,
off
he's
the
in Goodyear.
new.
He's in Goodyear. Same
Is
thing.
this for
Fucking
season?
We'll
other
start
side of
off
the
the
world.
new year with it.
No, we got to do it tonight.
30. I don't know what that means.
We
Oh,
had-
303 and I-10.
Okay. We need to move along.
All right,
Quiz time.
quiz the Wednesday's,
time.
Wendy's cracking the whip.
I am.
She's reining us in. We got to do this.
Take the 303 to the 202 and the 202 to the middle of the night. I don't want
First
to
of
do
all,
it.
hold
It's
on. Before you
gross.
bring the quiz up, Lindsay, you
No.
got to do it. Come on, Lindsay. You got to do it.
All right.
Yeah, everybody wants to see Lindsay's face.
So bad. You're scaring my cat.
You better do it then.
Stop. Stop. You're bringing out the dogs. I won't do it if you don't stop.
We both stop like
You're
you.
bringing out my dogs.
Bring you guys up close.
No, don't do
I
it.
can't because that mutes it. Well, no, it doesn't. If I take you guys off, it doesn't mute us.
Oh.
Come on, do it. Let's go.
Come on,
Lindsay.
see
Elsie.
it.
Come
You
on,
got it.
Elsie.
Let's do
I
it.
don't have
Come
anything
on.
to drink after.
Go.
Come on,
Everybody,
Elsie.
Lindsay,
Go,
Lindsay,
go,
Lindsay,
go.
Lindsay, Lindsay. Come on,
Lindsay.
let's do it, Lindsay.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Because
Doesn't
I
matter.
look like I was
Doesn't
going to
matter,
be
you're still
pressured.
gonna marry him.
October 15th. Let's do it.
13th, get it fucking
13th.
right.
Yeah, at the party.
There it is.
There's our look. Everybody got to see it.
Okay.
All right, quiz of the week. Let's do
Oh
it.
Oh my
it's so
god, I
bad.
love that.
It burns. was so gross. Oh, my tongue is.
Wendy is the only one with her act together tonight. That is a fact. We got to come back from last week's boring episode.
That seems to be every night.
It's in my mouth.
She did. All right, give Lindsay some credit. She did it. All right, let's do quiz of the week. I already
Don't
know.
put stuff in it.
I
Don't
already-
just put it away.
Put what? You want
No, the buffalo trace.
Really? Okay.
Don't put the green bottle in it. No. Thank you. So you upset my dog.
There you go. We're getting
Oh,
dogs
yeah.
pissed off in the studio.
Mm.
All right, let's do this. We got to end the
All
show.
right, let's do this.
That's better.
Quiz of the week.
Buffalo Trace makes it all better.
It really
All
does.
right, you pulling me up here?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Pull him out.
All right, we're
Hey,
ready.
you set it up.
Sorry. Quiz of the week. Here we go.
Quiz of
I'm
the week.
glad I'm not blind. Really?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Fucking
yeah,
Michael,
all
are you
right.
serious?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna-
Ooh, yeah. All right. We the people.
Let's do
Okay,
this.
Yep,
11
let's go.
questions on the Constitution.
I will bet I don't know any of them.
The immigration test.
Oh, come on.
I'm glad I'm not.
No, this
Not
is
even a
so
one.
ironically. So before we get started, I had the
Yeah,
choice
you
of
see that
picking.
shit?
I had the choice of picking
Are you
the
fucking
immigration
serious?
test, and I said no. We're gonna go with these are all John Phelan questions on the Constitution.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
All right, so the Constitution was written in 1787 and ratified in 1788. When was the Bill of Rights added? 1789, 1791, or 1793?
That's a good question. Mm.
C sounds good.
You guys can play along at home. Make sure you
Yeah.
Yep.
push your
I have-
answer
I
with
have,
a number.
I
please.
have no music, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna say B.
God, we sound so we definitely have been drinking for about 2 hours.
All right.
And before that.
All right.
All right. What do we got? Hold on. Let's see what we got in there.
Oh shit, a whole lot of bees.
Who the hell said B9?
89 as
Oh,
in
89.
1789.
Okay, sorry. All right.
All
Come on,
right.
Michael. Give us
So
an answer.
Angela's got A.
Give us an ink to bed.
Erica B. Christine B. Wendy C. Okay.
I got a B, a C, a B.
All right. What's our answer?
Our answer is 1799.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Woo,
Okay.
yeah.
Just,
Wendy.
just wanted to point out 2 years after the Constitution had been ratified. Now, the Constitution is listed as the longest and shortest Constitution in existence in the world.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
What?
the Bill of Rights. So the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, is listed as the longest in existence and one of the shortest in written form.
Okay, thank
No.
you. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How can you be the longest and the
The
shortest?
longest in existence and the shortest in written form.
Physically written. I'm with
Because
you.
all this Constitution does is it expressly
Expresses. Mhm.
says what the U.S. federal government can do, which is short.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy.
All right. So Article 1, after the preamble, outlines which branch of the government: legislative,
What the fuck?
executive, judicial, or congressional.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Executive, because that's the only one I've ever heard of.
Really? Never heard of the legislative and the judicial?
I'm talking to the girl who skipped high school and smoked a lot of weed.
I really don't know. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I really
Yeah, I'm
don't know.
guessing
nope.
too.
We got an A, B, and a C here. What do you guys got?
ABC.
Yeah,
Somebody's
let's-
got to get D.
Let's see your answers.
Number 2, what do you guys got out there? Come on. We got 15 people watching us. Let's do this. We got an A, we got 2 A's, we got 3 A's. Look at that. I might be onto something here.
Shit.
This is a lucky guess. No, you can't change. Come on.
I can do whatever I
Come on,
want.
that's some
Are
bullshit
coming
there.
down to the last.
Bullshit. Watch, it's going to be fucking wrong.
We
I'm
got
gonna be mad.
A's.
It's going to
We
be
got A's.
Are
executive.
you ready?
Let's see it.
Legislative.
Yes.
There is no such thing as the congressional
I know, right?
branch of government.
Oh, for real?
For real,
Yeah.
it is the legislative, executive, and
All
judicial.
I ever heard of was executive. But again, I
Number
didn't pay
3,
attention
Article
much.
5 outlines how amendments are added and also something called a Continental Congress, Convention of States, Constitutional Convention, or Electoral Convention?
I'm going B on that one.
I've heard of D.
I'm just using my watch now since I don't actually have the music.
Don't tell liberals I want one. Michael, you got to come on the show.
Michael's hilarious. He should come on the show.
Is he local?
He is. He
He's
lives
in Glendale.
No.
You said Glendale.
Scroll up. I lied.
It was 303 and something.
The 303 and the I-10.
That's
100% local,
pretty
bro.
much
We
Glendale.
got 5 seconds.
You can
All right, we got a
You
C.
can
We got a
stay
B.
come on over. I'll
We
text you later.
We got a B. We got 2 B's. We got 3 B's. We got a C.
Oh shit, 3 B's. Shit.
Are we good?
I'm not
Are we
on
ready?
that.
Ready?
No.
Lindsay says go.
Convention of
Yes.
States.
Okay.
Damn it.
Article 5 outlines
2 for 2,
Convention
baby. Yeah.
of
All right,
States.
let's do this. Come on.
number 4.
We're on
How
the
many
third one.
articles are there in the
Shut
U.S.
up.
Constitution? Are there 7,
Damn, 3.
9, 13, or 5? How many articles are there in the U.S. Constitution?
Oh, you picking mine for real?
'Cause
Or
it's
just
a-
because you like their team?
How
That's
many
just the
articles
right
are
answer.
there total
Is it
in
really?
the U.S.
I don't know.
Constitution?
I was gonna be very excited.
Come on, Wendy. What do you
Just
got?
'cause
How
I
many
like their team.
articles are there in total in the U.S.?
We have an A. We have
Constitution?
7. Christine's always right, though. That's the
Yeah,
scary
see,
What did
Christine
Christine say?
actually hits it
Damn
right
it.
a lot.
Right, she does.
Shit. Do I want to change? No, I'm gonna stick with it. 'cause
Michael
it's
says
13.
A. Oh, Erica says C. Ghost Crew says C. Wendy,
Wendy
says
says
C.
C.
Are we ready?
Wendy, what do you got? You got C. So we
Angela
got
says
C's
D.
across the board
No,
here on the
okay,
panel.
good.
We got Angela says D. What do we got?
C.
John?
Hey.
7.
Oh,
There are
Christine was
7
right.
articles in the
Christine was
Constitution.
right.
If you actually sit down and read it, it actually is very short.
Okay.
You sure it's not 13?
Keep in mind, the
Just-
Constitution
just,
is
yeah.
written on the front side of one piece of paper.
Christine, keep in mind.
That's yours.
You might be getting some Jameson IPA, which you'll see probably next Christmas. But hey,
No, she's supposed to be out here in October.
All right, so we're going to get into
If the
some
world
pretty
doesn't fall
interesting
apart.
So we're going to get into some pretty interesting questions. An amendment must be ratified by 3/4 of the state legislatures. What is the longest time for an amendment to be ratified? 100 days, 3 years, 23 years, or 202
oh,
years?
crap. I don't even know.
The amendment must be.
How long has it taken for the longest amendment to be ratified?
So do they keep voting on it until they get 3/4 of the
No.
legislature?
No.
Man, that's a great
No.
question.
So
John.
what if they?
No.
Do I have a question? What if they vote on it? It's 50-50. Then what? Do they vote on it again?
No.
What does it do?
What is always my answer to this?
I have no idea.
There's no follow-up questions.
There are no
There
follow-up
is
questions.
always follow-up
No, there is
questions.
not. An amendment
Bios.
must be
Clarification.
ratified.
Hold on. Bios to books. We need your answer on this. I
An
know-
amendment must be
I know you don't like
ratified.
to
And we
play,
can
but
wait.
what-
Yeah, we can wait on this one. An
What
amendment
is
must be
your answer?
ratified by 3/4 of the state legislature.
So do they
What
just
is the
not vote on
longest time
it?
for an amendment to be ratified? 100
We got-
days,
we
3
got-
years, 23 years, or 202 years?
We got 2 A's. We got 2 D's, 3 D's. Wow. I don't.
We haven't been around for 202 years.
I'm going.
Yeah,
with
we have, and that's
we
why
have.
I'm really.
Like they just.
But did they take 202 years to ratify?
I don't
an
think
amendment?
so. No, I'm going with.
But again, that's my question: is do they keep voting on it until they get to 3/4?
Nope.
I'm going with C
So
on this.
what-
I don't know why, but
I'm going to answer that question with a nope.
Bios
I'm
to
going to
books.
stick with my A that I have then,
Dad, come on, chime in this. I want to know your answer.
because if
Come on,
you
yeah,
can't
so we're
revote,
gonna- yeah, so
All
we're
right,
gonna
Bios
say-
to books says D. Okay, so
Says D.
everybody's saying D. We got D across the board, man.
All right, you want
Shit,
the answer?
it's gonna be
Yeah.
fucking D.
Erica
It's
says
gonna
A.
be D. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
202
Wow. So
answers.
what does that
Really?
mean?
So the 27th Amendment was
Good job,
pending
guys.
before the states for 202 years, 225 days, the longest pending amendment that
But
was
that's my
successful.
question. So how
So
did
what
they
ended
not
up
vote on
happening?
it?
So here's no. So the answer
You
to
say
your
no a lot.
question, an amendment doesn't have to be ratified
Right away.
right away. It has to be ratified by 3/4 of the states. If it is not rescinded,
I don't know what that
it
difference
sits
means.
out there technically waiting to be ratified. So
But what-
the
okay, okay,
27th
okay.
Amendment,
So I have a question on that. What's the difference between ratified and voted on? So
same thing.
ratified is
Same thing,
like,
technically the same thing.
But ratified is implemented, isn't it? when
But
it's
see,
implemented,
there's
though?
it's
but
not
how
like
do you
there's-
know if you're going to vote on it and you don't vote on it?
but there's like so the idea is the fact that ratified versus voted on is the fact that ratified is that you vote on it, but if you didn't vote, so I'm state A and I vote yes.
Okay.
Wendy can be state B.
And she votes no.
No, she just doesn't vote.
Okay.
So the 27th
Oh,
Amendment
so
sat out
three-quarters of
there
the
for
vote actually has to vote on it.
so the 27th Amendment actually sat out there for
because they didn't want
200 years
because they didn't want to vote
with
on it.
nobody voting on it.
So like it came up every time and everybody
so
just voted no.
It's an interesting.
What is it?
It's about
Of course, I want to answer that.
Congress being able to get paid.
Oh, you figured they'd vote on that bitch a long time ago.
Well, see, the thing, it sat out there and everybody forgot about it. And then there was a law student from somewhere who wrote a book on it.
It was
wrote
like,
wrote
hey.
a paper on it, and then ended up saying, "Hey, this thing has been sitting on here for 190 something years,
You should probably do something about
and
it.
we should do something about it." And then ended up.
So Erica's point's really well taken. Just because that was the longest, so doesn't it become indefinite at that point? So is it really just because that one took the longest? Is that the statute now?
No,
I don't know what
there
that
is no
is.
statute
So
in the
so it's
Constitution
indefinite.
because the
So
Constitution
it
being
sits there
so
literally
short,
until you vote on it.
yeah, because the Constitution sits so short in length.
There's no stipulations.
there is
on
nothing that says yes or no.
It. Huh.
Interesting.
So number 6, the first 10 amendments are the Bill of Rights. Of these, which ones are considered the safeguards of liberty?
Fucking
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, and 3, 9, and 10, or all of them? Which are considered the safeguards of liberty?
Yeah, I'm gonna say D. Say all of them.
Because I always like to give the easy answer.
Erica says D.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, and 3, 9, and 10.
My C is not right. There you
or
go.
all
I mean
of them.
that's the purpose of the amendments is to safeguard liberty.
Right,
So
yeah.
I would say it's
Yep.
all of them. Yeah.
Think?
Mm,
Oh,
We got
well,
2
LC
Ds.
is
Christine
having-
says
LC is
D.
having a
Ghost
Oh.
Crew says D.
Oh, LC is having a brain cramp right
Wow.
now. She is trying to live with her answer.
Ken shows C 9 and 10. Interesting.
I know that's what.
That's interesting.
Oh.
I'm no
Interesting.
When are we going to actually answer this? When are we going to answer this, LC? What are we? When
Oh,
are we?
we gotta
answering-
pick one.
LC, what are we doing?
Gotta pick one.
What are we doing?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Final answer.
Really?
Really?
So 5, 6, 7, and
Wow.
8 are considered the safeguards of justice. 1, 2, and 3 are considered the safeguards of liberty, and 9
Wow.
and 10 are enumerated rights and reserved powers.
Okay, you ready?
She got a B drop there.
All right. The
Wow.
4th Amendment.
Interesting.
I don't know. That's the only one I got right so far. So I'm pretty
The
excited.
4th Amendment protects citizens from search and seizure, self-incrimination, a jury trial, or reserved powers.
Just because you worded the question that way, I already know it's A.
Really?
I really do.
Shit.
Are you going to believe him? Are you going to believe him?
We got 2 A's already. Michael says
That's
A.
a
Wendy,
lot.
Wendy and LC are sitting here looking
That's a
very
lot.
skeptically going, I am not. Going
Hold on, Michael. Are you answering for
I can't
number
remember.
7?
He's got a lot of A's.
What
You
is-
got a lot of A's out
What
there, Michael.
is, and see, and I'm going to stress. The reason I
Says
put this
A.
in here is I'm going to stress.
A jury
Everybody-
trial by your peers? Is that what that jury
Everybody
trial
should
means?
know the first 10 amendments.
Eric,
Adorable that
see,
you think I know any of them.
Eric-
Everybody should know your Bill of Rights.
Eric is going to
The
throw in
fifth-
the
the
wrench.
5th is self-incrimination.
Everybody should know your
Yeah.
Bill of Rights.
We got a lot of A's coming through here.
I'm the
Ghost
one
Crew
that's-
says
I gotta
B.
read bail
Everybody
fund,
should
man. I don't know
know
any of
your
that
Bill
shit.
of Rights. Yes, Michael, the 4th
The
Amendment.
4th Amendment. The 4th Amendment.
I got an A. I got an A. I got a.
Wendy says
What a-
B. Ghost Crew says B.
It's not going to be right.
Oh, what are we
fine.
doing? What are we doing? Tell me. Let me know when to answer.
Oh, I'm putting my right. There you can't
Are
see
we
it.
putting it up?
Oh, yeah. Put up there. Put up there, Lindsay.
Search and seizure.
Yes.
No, see, it wasn't there. It just didn't count.
It's the way John worded it that I knew exactly what it was.
But self-incrimination too.
Good job, John.
So the 5th Amendment outlines.
That's self-incrimination.
The Fifth Amendment outlines right to due process,
maybe not.
quartering of soldiers, right to vote, or citizenship.
Well, all right.
These
so-
are all
so
Fucking hell.
amendments.
hold on, but technically, your right to due process is self-incrimination.
These all
What?
are amendments, but what
Of course it
is
is.
What?
the Fifth Amendment? Right to due process, quartering of soldiers, right to vote, or citizenship.
How is the self-incrimination the same as right to due process? Not the same.
They're
It
not
is.
the same.
You didn't give me the right
They
aid.
are
It
not
is.
the
It
same.
has a
It is,
sticker on it.
Trust me, I wrote
And I'm
this.
trying to take it off.
In a way, it
You
is.
are
though.
not correct.
I agree.
No, you're not.
I am
I'm sticking to it, damn it.
Okay,
Fucking
that's
hell.
fine. You'd be wrong.
And maybe the whiskey taught me,
It might be.
I'm going with A.
Fifth Amendment. Fifth
Okay.
Amendment.
See, Christine's with me, so I know Christine's right because Christine's smarter than I am. So
I'm gonna go with it too, because right to vote was later. Quarantining of soldiers. I don't know why you would do that.
quartering of soldiers, quarantining.
Quartering. Why are
Quartering
you
of-
quartering soldiers? That's bad. You don't want them
that's actually funny.
quartered.
That is actually pretty funny. Yes, that is. Yeah, it says quartering of soldiers.
Why do you want them quartered? You want
It's
them
supposed to be
whole.
quarantining of soldiers.
Is it really?
Well, I think technically it's supposed to be quartering.
Quartering.
Yeah, it is supposed to be quartering.
Quartering is when you quarter them and
No, the whole
Now
point
they're
of the
fours.
the whole amendment of said amendment is the fact that there was a point back
Yeah, me
in.
too.
There was a point back in when the amendments were
Shit,
written
Christine, you better be right.
in 1791, where they were concerned about the fact that
Fucking hell.
they had to have
I'm gonna go with it then.
British soldiers. Don't lose that B. You're gonna need it. Where British soldiers were actually being allowed to take over people's homes.
What?
Right.
Yes,
I remember that. Yeah. I remember.
Is that why
Yeah.
they got quartered?
that is why they were quartered.
Not quarantined.
They were quartered. Are we ready?
Quartered as in
Yeah.
quartered
Are we
in
ready for
fours?
this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, right to
Damn
due
it!
process.
Yes.
Christine!
Told you I was right.
All right, number
Fucking shit.
number 8.
I don't have
number
any of
9.
them right. I got one right.
Whoa, where are we there?
The Ninth Amendment outlines abolishment of slavery.
How many amendments are there?
Hold on. The Ninth Amendment outlines abolishment of slavery, income tax, state sovereignty, or rights not enumerated are retained by the people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The Ninth Amendment. Everybody, I cannot stress this enough. Everybody should know the Bill of Rights. This is your God, as far as the founder said, these are your God-given rights.
All right. That's good. Good.
What are you doing over there?
I see.
What? Are you looking up enumerated? You're looking up enumerated, aren't you? You are.
She's Googling.
Maybe.
Oh,
But that
man.
doesn't make sense.
All right. We,
You would have been quicker to look up Ninth Amendment.
I did. And it says, the enumeration of the Constitution
We
of
got a
certain
lot.
rights shall not be constituted or denied or disparaged. Others retained.
Are
by,
you
what
really-
the fuck does that mean?
are you Googling it?
I did.
So what amendment
you-
is that?
I
You
put
are
the
on.
Ninth
You
Amendment.
are on. We are online, and you are cheating.
You are cheating
front of
online.
everybody.
Look at that.
But the answer doesn't make
Every-
sense.
Do you know the answer? What is your answer?
Well, luckily everybody's saying
Yeah.
The
So what's your answer?
enumeration, the
Put up your
enumeration of
answer.
the
Put up an
Constitution
answer.
of fucking, I don't know. Fucking see, because it's in my hand. Shit, I don't know.
you just looked it up and you're not using.
Rights
It
not
doesn't make-
You're not
enumerated.
using your.
Oh, enumerated. That's the same word. Hold on, let me change my answer.
All right. So this is something that's a little harder for you to be able to
Oh,
Google.
shit, he left. I think I
Oh, now
just
we
got
gotta
divorced.
wait. We gotta wait. What are we
I
waiting
think I
for?
just got divorced. I don't know what just happened.
Uh-oh.
Where'd you
Shit.
go?
Uh-oh.
He went into the. He went into the comment.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really?
Oh, see, because we have no sound effects here.
Really?
All right.
Are you
So
serious?
question 10. Question 10.
I hate you.
The last amendment was the
Oh, is the answer
27th.
D?
How many? All right. So the last amendment was the 27th Amendment. How many unratified amendments are there out there?
What?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
No.
Put the choices.
So the last amendment was the 27th. How many unratified amendments are there out there?
There's 27 amendments?
Yes. How many unratified amendments are there?
Fucking hell.
1842,
Oh, fucking shit.
93,
probably.
6, or 0?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the oddball
Shit
answer
ton
here.
of them. It took
That's a-
202
that's a-
years for
no,
them to
I'm
fucking
not
vote on
going.
one.
Reason I'm not going with C because that's a year, so I'm not going with that. Or A rather.
No, wait,
I'm
which one are you going
I'm
with?
going with C.
Which one are you going with?
I say 6.
Say 6?
Yep.
6?
Nah,
I don't know. What the hell do I know? I'm like,
How many unratified amendments are there?
100.
We have an A. We
1842.
have an A. We have a B. We have a C.
Oh, Wendy's changing her answer.
We'll go with
Don't do it. Now we got one of. No, there's not 0.
Put that down. Put that down.
put it down.
Do go with B. Go with B because we got
pick
A, B,
any
and a
other
C.
Answer but that one.
We
There
got
you go.
A and B.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
There are 6
6.
unratified amendments out there.
Really? Only 6?
That was a good
Yes.
guess.
One actually, ironically, has to deal with slavery, which protects.
Really?
Yeah.
From 202 years ago?
Technically there is still an amendment out there that protects slavery in the southern states
Really?
that is unratified.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, what's
That
the
is
point of it
cra-
now?
Really? That is crazy.
What is the suggested amendment outlined in the Convention of States? Single subject amendment. Wendy, this speaks to you.
It does.
State approved any increase to the national debt, repealing of the 16th Amendment, which is income tax, or term limits. Which one is a suggested amendment outlined in the Convention of States?
God, I hope so. I don't know if
It's a
is,
trick
but I hope
question.
so.
You can pick as many as you want.
I can pick as many as I want.
Yes, you
Usually, I
can.
put more than one up, and you yell at me.
Not this time.
Is there why? Why is it not up there?
How many do you want to pick?
Just this one,
Just D?
because I'm pouring my beer.
I have a D and an A, D and an A, and a D. Pick. As many
I'm
as
almost
you
thinking
want.
about this one.
I
too.
can't spell Davidson, so I'm just going with the D and the A. Just to let you know. Christine, that doesn't work. A, B, C, D, that doesn't work.
That's what I just
Or
did.
maybe it does. Maybe it does work.
know.
Are we ready?
Maybe it is. everything.
Yep.
Yeah, let's.
No, not everything.
All
Yep.
of them.
All
Ready.
of
What?
All of them.
Bam!
All of them. All right. I got to use the rest of it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I got 2 right.
So that was everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn. Christine, I take it back. That was great. You chose everything. Well, that was fun. It was a good night. It's definitely a good comeback from last week.
Go big or go home. That's what I'm saying. Mike.
Exactly.
And we
So,
went
Mike, you're
long.
gonna be here next week
So we have
2
3
weeks.
episodes left in this season.
till we
So-
really find our voice. I can't believe that you're gonna let us find our voice without John and Wendy.
No, we're not. They'll be back for that one. 46, they'll be back for 46. So we have 44 and 45 where you guys won't be here.
Correct.
You'll be on vacation.
Yes.
So,
So we need people to come hang out with
so
us.
we're going to have Mike's going to be on the next one, right? Do we,
I hope
do
Mike's
we
gonna be.
solidify that
No,
one?
I hope.
Or
I don't know.
Erica and
Erica and William, hopefully next week, and then Mike, then the week after.
Okay.
Or we can switch it up depending on who's available.
Okay.
Just
So
let
then
me
the
know.
week after that's going to be our 4th of July episode. So that'll be a
I thought it was
very-
closer than that.
Nope.
Oh, please.
Mike's got a bunch of question marks. Hopefully you can be on the show, Mike. We're counting on you.
July 1st is next weekend.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the following weekend?
July 8th.
Okay, so next
So
weekend's
next
our
weekend is
our
July
4th of July
4th.
episode. So who wants to be on our 4th of July episode?
And then July 8th is July 8th.
Which is really nothing.
And then the 15th, John and Wendy are back when we find our voice. And then we're done.
All
Well,
right.
Mike, that doesn't help us. You're available Friday night or you're playing Friday night?
Of course he wants
Probably-
to play at the lake.
probably-
He wants to play at the lake every fucking
Probably
weekend,
playing
dude.
Friday night. So
So you can come out the 8th then.
I have to find somebody. Maybe we'll get Arthur and
They're in
Andrea.
California right now, so I got to text them.
Yeah, but they'll be back.
They'll
They'll
be
be back
back.
in time. So
Hey.
hopefully we get them for the 4th of July. That'd be a lot of fun. Can we
Crazy
confirm
times.
tomorrow? Yes, sir.
Yes, you can
If
text
you wanna
me
be on the show. You guys are all local, so we get you on the show. It'll be fun.
She's
Oh,
literally
that'll be
like
fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
she's like a block and a half away.
What?
She really
Like
is.
3
She's
blocks,
very-
literally
she's-
right up the
she's
road.
very-
Why
Oh,
is she? Why aren't they here all the time?
Right? They should be.
Yeah.
She would be.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
You put Keith in the control room, and I'll
Yeah.
sit over there.
sure, I'm good with that. Well, you guys won't be here for the next 2 weeks.
Correct.
You guys are going to be in.
Oh, you're talking about like on a permanent basis. Is that what you're talking about?
That's just because you want to
Hey,
play with the toys.
You just want to play.
Exactly.
You
He
wanna be here.
does.
Put me in the.
So what am I gonna do? Sit in the control room and not do shit?
Push
Yeah,
buttons.
I just want to be in the. I just want to be in the seat of power.
Well, you can do that. I believe me.
Bye.
All it takes is a key,
There you
what,
go.
keyboard and a mouse. I give it to you.
You'll hand it over.
You can have it. Trust me. You won't get any argument from me. So
All right.
Oh, only.
Well, thanks for
only,
joining us.
Only
everyone.
2.5 hours.
Bios the Bush
Wendy's
gonna Bios the Bush
Wendy's in
gonna sit
town
in the
next
booth.
week too.
So man, we can have a fun
Oh,
show.
we need to
next
have.
week.
Yeah, we definitely need to have Dan back here.
What was the answer to the last question?
A, B, C, and D.
It was all the above. So that's a multiple choice question. You answer everything.
Literally, Will says
Michael-
almost
Michael,
next
you
door.
can go back and
Literally
watch it
next
later.
door.
That really doesn't fly. But hey.
Just barely too far to walk.
Yes, Wendy, stop in, see us, jump on the show.
Yes,
That'll-
absolutely.
That'll be fun. We got plenty of room. We got 4 seats plus a control room, so we can
We can kick
Well,
Keith
we
in
can
the corner.
definitely fit people in the middles too.
Yeah, so
we did
can,
that with
we-
Arthur, and we can put Keith in the
So
corner.
we can
He don't
technically
care.
get 6 if you think about it. We can have 6
Seven.
here,
I mean, yeah,
And
because you
one
had
at the
Arthur
control
and
room.
Andrea there easy.
right? So we can do this.
I don't know. Do we like that many people?
Well, we love Wendy. She needs
Oh,
to
yeah,
come-
we love
she needs to
Wendy.
come by and say hi.
Wendy needs to come by, but that's why I
Michael-
was like
Michael
7
needs
other
to come
people.
by, right?
Fucking
Exactly.
All right,
shit.
then yeah, we need geniuses on the show.
We really do.
Somebody needs to.
Because God knows when we start
Somebody's-
drinking.
yeah,
You
somebody
wanna know
has
why?
to.
What?
Because
Wait,
we
why are you
just
pointing
all
me
we
out?
do is
Hold
we
on,
just sit
hold
here.
on, hold
We
on.
just sit here
Hold
and
on.
You
drink.
want to know?
She's
You want to
pointing me
know
out
why
for some
Michael
reason.
is a genius?
Why?
Guess what kind of boat he has?
A pontoon boat. Really, Mike? Come on, seriously, dude. I mean, come on. I keep arguing with Lindsay that I need a boat that I can actually
I want
bring
a
up to
pontoon
30
boat
knots, maybe,
so
you know, and
bad.
actually
30
jump some
knots.
jump some
Do
waves.
you know how fast 30 knots? is?
I
fucking
do realize how
fast.
30 knots is, but a pontoon boat ain't doing that shit.
There's no lake around here where you're going to be doing 30 knots.
Can you? We could.
So what's
It's
the
wide
fucking point
open.
having a boat like that? Just
I
get a
want
fucking.
a
Just
goddamn.
get a pontoon
I-
boat.
I'm not getting a pontoon boat that I gotta fucking troll around the goddamn lake.
Can I just say something?
What?
Yes.
Do you want the wife happy?
I saw the
Yes.
redneck one that you sent me the other day. I was like,
It
no.
was so nice.
Real- that was nice. It's like from the 1980s, that fucking pontoon boat.
Do you want to go buy a new one?
I'd like to. If
Do you want me to go buy a new pontoon boat?
Really? You're gonna
You know what that costs in gas?
No, because we'll never be able to drive it.
Trust me, pontoon is going to be a lot cheaper.
You can convince us of that next week,
All right.
Michael.
So Michael, here's
Help
a
me
question.
out.
Hold on. Here's a question. I like to get out. I like to jump the waves. I like to get,
Oh, it makes it more exciting in a pontoon.
smack you on the head.
It
Seriously.
makes it way
It's
more
so-
exciting
A
in a
wave runner.
pontoon.
Get a wave
No,
runner.
it doesn't have that many knots. It doesn't go that fast.
Oh, that's why it makes
He
it more
wants
exciting.
to like skip
Really?
the waves and think he's special.
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 I know. Now I've read that, Michael. I've read that pontoons are not always slow. They do get up to, I think, maybe 15, 20 knots.
I think some of them you can ski behind.
Can you?
Well,
It
those-
depends on
those
what
are
engine
more-
you put on
Wendy,
it.
you're not
I mean,
helping me,
you-
Wendy.
Well,
you're not helping me. You're not helping my
I think,
cause.
I think what you're looking for.
I
is
never
a-
Go to
said I was
Erica's.
going
Go to
to.
you're
Erica's
looking
comment.
for a deck boat.
a deck boat's the same as a pontoon.
Thank you.
Well, no, it's a fiberglass full.
Yeah, but I
It's
want
a
to
single
jump.
hull.
All right. So
to jump the
I didn't grow up in the freaking desert. I grew up on Long Island around the ocean. I like
was
jumping
pointed.
waves. It was pointed. It was very pointed. So I like having fun out on the ocean. But now I have to settle for lakes. So I want.
Are
something
you
that would be-
settling?
I'm settling for what would be the equivalent to the ocean.
Did
for
you
me.
just say you're
And-
settling?
Yeah, I'm
All
settling.
right, when time for us to go.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ. We stop it. Okay. All right. Everybody's ganging up on me. All right. I get it, Christine. You can ski.
Ski
Jesus
you know
to
you're
barbecue.
you know
Look
you're
at that.
losing.
I'm
That's right.
losing this point. Okay. I
All right.
wanted a freaking bow rider.
Ain't
But-
happening.
With an
Appar-
open with an open
two-
bow, which to me sounds like a bad idea.
All right,
But you know,
yeah.
I'm just
Apparently, this isn't happening.
Barbecue.
And-
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
saying. Thank you. Barbecue on it. You can fish from it. You can tube. Wendy,
Fuck
shut
is a
up.
pontoon? I love you, Wendy. You're great.
When we'll have
Shut
a
up,
talk.
Wendy. You're not helping me.
Oh man. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us this week. We really appreciate it. Sorry
Happy
we ran long.
Friday.
Actually, no, we're not
Look,
sorry
he
we
says
ran
an open
long.
bow.
Shut up. We did.
I said it. He said it.
It was a great comeback from last week. Last week's show was very monotone.
Yes,
so
it was.
I'm glad we came back with a vengeance.
Oh,
And,
Lord help me.
Wendy, John, we're going to miss you guys for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully we get somebody to come in your
Come
place.
and hang out with
and
us.
it's
Oh,
not
I'm sure you
just-
will.
Literally, it's going to be me and Keith, and that is not going to be fun considering he won't let me get a pontoon boat.
Not going to be entertaining
Right?
at all.
This show
so
would be so much better on a
So-
pontoon.
4th of July, guys.
Yeah,
It's
so
our
what-
next, or it's our
4th
next
of July
show.
would be a great show on a pontoon.
Let's get some people on the show. Let's talk about some 4th of July shit. And we'll come back with John and Wendy in 2 weeks
Yes.
and close out our
3.
season 1 with our 46th episode where we finally find our voice.
Woo!
All right, guys. Thank you to all our first responders, our police officers, and our healthcare workers
Veterans.
and our veterans. As always, happy weekend.
Friday.
Enjoy. Don't drink too much. Happy Friday. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
See ya.